Hello. Hi, chat. Hello, hello. There we go. Moshi Moshi, chat Oshi. I am a little sick, so I'm sorry if I'm a little low energy. I think I'm sick at least. Kind of feels like it. Let me move some stuff around. Hello, hello. What kind of type of fear? Oh, sorry, I can't talk anymore. Oh my god, I'm not doing. This is a good start. What type of flowers do you like? I like a bit of everything. Did you know that the name celosia is actually a flower? It's an interesting looking flower, but I didn't pick it based on the flower. I just thought it was a pretty name. I guess if I had to like pick flowers and stuff, I guess like maybe I'm basic, but I think lilies and hydrangeas are pretty. Orchids, that type of stuff. I'm a basic girl, when it comes to flowers. I hate that YouTube used my actual email instead of my username. Can you not change that? I feel like that's something you can change, no? Or are you cursed? That tracks because you pretty like a flower. Hey! Good one. A very good one. You cannot? Oh. So you're cursed. I see. Did you know that celosia, the flower's name, comes from the Greek word of burning? You're literally on fire. That's funny, Rin, because that was a reason why my original model was red. That was the reason. Well, one of the reasons. The other reason being like, I think red is more eye-catching. But then I was like, but it also means burning, so I might as well just go with red, despite blue being my favorite color. It's amazing. I know. Rogue Trader Steam. I do want to try Rogue Trader because it looks pretty interesting. It looks cool. Sell our dragon made of Nurgles. Hope you're having a good streak despite sick. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Oh, speaking of Nurgles. Wait, let me pause check real quick. 1 moment. Sitting upright. Sitting upright. Oh. I started on the Nurgling minis last week? No, 2 weeks ago. It was an interesting experience. I didn't get far. Wait, let me see if I can maybe show you guys. 1 moment. Cleaning my desk. 1 moment. Move it around. Oh, don't mind me. Oh, don't mind me. 1 moment. Oh god, my desk is so full. Okay. Okay, turning this around. Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice. This. Alright. Ooh. What are you sick with? I feel like I have a fever. I'm not gonna lie. Snipe and whip today? No, I actually have things planned out for today. Okay. Moving this. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. Let's see, where is this? She's down with the sickness. Man. Okay. Is this plugged in? No, it's not plugged in. I wanna show you guys the minis. But I need to like plug in the stuff. There we go. Oh my god, I almost knocked over the freaking the paint! Okay, well, it's in a bottle, whatever. Okay. Let's see if I can find the thingamajig. Are you turned on? Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh wait, I got it. Moment. I got it. Let me. Oh god, it looks so bad. Wait. Okay. Wait, why is it so bad looking? 1 moment. I can fix this. Why is the lighting so shit? Okay. I don't remember it looking like this last time. How? What is different? Don't overdo yourself. Yeah, if it's if it gets too much, I will stop. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to like important thing. I guess if I don't feel well enough, I will just stop. Wow. Social anxiety makes it look worse. No, it's fine. 1 moment. Okay, you guys can see. But let me put some gloves on. Real quick. Alright. Minis. So, I actually freed them all from their mortal coil. So, ta-da! Oh, ta-da! Ta-da! Oh god, why is it so blurry as hell? Okay, well. Oh, there we go. Wait, I think I can fix this maybe with properties. Configure. Here. Auto. Oh, here. I got it. Focus, apply. Alright. Okay, now. Okay, for some reason it's even worse. Ta-da! Look at the babies. Look at them. But I have like a whole bunch of them. Look. And some of them I have primed, as you can see. Ta-da! Such nice fella. Aren't they cute? Ta-da! Yeah, so I started working on them, but then I realized quickly that there's a reason why you guys all use freaking the spray, air spray? What is it? There's a reason why you guys don't brush on the primer. Because it takes forever and it's hard. And it sucks. But I only have brush on primer. Wait, here. Look. But you guys all just spray it on. And I think that's so much smarter than what I'm doing, and it's pain. It's pain. This is why I only have half of them primed. Because I got tired. That tends to happen. I didn't know. I didn't know. Wait, let me move myself here so I can complain some more. Yeah. If you're brushing on primer, use a large brush and make sure there's no pooling in the recesses. Where's my brush? I have a brush, which I cannot see. I have a brush somewhere. But it's a pretty small brush, so maybe that's my problem. I don't do figures, but my friend told me about the problems with it. Yeah. If you're if you think you know painting minis, you're gonna love the rubric Marines. Is that wars? Are those wars? Okay, it wasn't that bad though. My only issue was that I was not expecting the primer stage to take that long. But that's my fault. That's my fault. Lots of us think mini painting use a mini brush. Use the largest brush you can control for the surface you're painting. Smart. I do have some... I have some old paint brushes that are a lot bigger. So I could probably just use that. Okay. Alright, anyway, for the minis, I had a plan. We came up with it during stream, but, look. That was a but. Ah! Okay. Little gremlin. Camera. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, you see this little bookie? You see this little baby? We were talking about colors for these. And I wasn't quite sure what to pick color-wise, but I happen to have 3 colors. Oh, look at that. Look at these. Look at these. Do these colors remind you of anything? Anyone? Anyone? Colors green. Yes, that would be the more appropriate one, right? But these colors, these 3 colors, are pigment colors. These are the OG pigment colors, literally. They are spot on. So I want to make them pigment colored. Does anyone know pigment? Let me pull up a picture of them. Pigment. Roughly primary paints. Okay, yes, that's also true. They are primary paints. But I'm thinking of these. I'm talking about these little goobers. Let's see. Pigment is peak? They are. They are. Searching for picture. Browser. Beep boop. These ones. Okay. Well, you guys know what I mean, right? Yeah. Look. Ta-da! Pikmin Nurgles, they're cute, right? Though the primary colors we're taught are wrong, it's why printers use cyan and magenta, not blue and red. Close enough, sort of, but not really. Okay, but another reason why I was thinking of this, because someone pointed it out in chat, a year ago I got like... I opened like a mystery box. There was like this store that was selling mystery boxes, like these lost Amazon packages that no one, claimed. There was a whole ass pop-up store of that, and I bought one for fun with my friends. And I got like the shittiest thing from it. It's I got fake. I can't talk. I got fake flowers. They look like this. They look like this. See this? And I was like, maybe I can just stick them on the Nurgles, and then we fought off Pikmin. So I'm thinking of like cutting off the top and just sticking them on their heads. Would be kind of cute, right? Nurgling 1 and 2 and Nurgling 3. New play control for the Wii. It's really fucking smart. I see the vision. Thank you. The only issue is, could be the wrong scale, but oh, wait, now that you mention it. These are huge, aren't they? Okay, wait. Watch this. I'm gonna cut one off, just to see. Okay, you see this? Alright. We go on. Okay, hypothetically, does this work? Hypothetically, does this work? Wait, camera, I hate you. You guys. I wonder. Works if you ask me. I think it kind of works, right? I think it kind of works. I think it works, sort of. The only issue is I don't know how to attach it to their heads. I was asking about that on Discord, actually. Because I kind of don't know if glue is gonna cut it. And if I use glue, how am I gonna make sure it doesn't like show the seams? If that makes sense? Like, how do I make it clean? You know, how do I stick it on them cleanly? And I'm not quite sure. I would suggest looking at getting a pin vise, a type of hand drill, and PCB carbide drill bits to make the holes for it. Oh, you're saying I should drill in them? Let me Google. Oh, I didn't consider drilling. Let's see, pin vise. Oh. Do you think they sell them at like a Warhammer nerd store? Or will I have to go to a hardware store? Grandfather Nurgle looks at this idea and tells Cell, go create your creation, my granddaughter. Thank you, Grandpapa. Drill the hole in the top of the head, the size of the stem of the flower. That's so smart. Hardware? Okay. I will have a look. But that has to be a very thin drill, no? I don't think I've ever seen like a drill that thin. Probably better like buying from a Gunpla or hardware store. Okay, I have a what I call a nerd store. Not Warhammer themed specifically, but they have a lot of minis, Gunplas, they have Warhammer, D&D, all that type of stuff. And I got the Nurglings from that store, and they have a variety of tools. So maybe they have it. Oh, also, wait. Let me pick something. Grab something. I bought something for this. I bought something specifically for the Pikmins earlier this week. Yesterday. I got fake grass. I bought fake grass. Wait. Where is it? Because these things come with like a what do you call this? I don't know what to call this, but you know the thing where they stand on? Let's see. You feel like yapping for a while? Yeah. We'll yap for a bit. Base. Yes, there we go. Base. As I said, PCB drill bits are what you want. Very sharp and brittle, but unlike most small drill bits, they're small. Could well and come in all the sizes you can need. Oh, okay. Look. Da-da. Da-da. Fake ass grass. Ta-da! I got fake grass. Actually, I have not opened it yet. Let me see. Oh god, I have to be. Oh, there's a seal on it. Okay, that makes sense. Well, just know I got fake grass, just for this, so we can put it on here. Ta-da! Does it kind of feel like it's needed? You clever sneaky git. I thought it would be cute. Not quite sure how much space there. If I look at this, I guess there's not that much of the base showing, but I think it like adds to it. It's just a small thing, but I think it will add to it. Also, I'm not quite sure how people apply the grass on the base, but I think I can just add like a thin coat of clear glue, right? And then just pop. The tool is called a static grass applicator. There's a tool for everything. Oh my god. The real one sculpt grass by hand. What do you use material-wise? Static grass applicator. Oh my god, there's a whole ass thing for it. Wait, how does that work? How do they do that? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was literally thinking of getting like a tweezer and just like tweeze it on top. I was like, alright, well, I don't know how to apply it, but I guess the tweezer will do. And then just like painstakingly kind of like pew on top of it. Is that not the way? Okay. It's fine. I'll figure out a way to apply it somehow. What's a good yap topic? How do you feel about classic adventure games? When you say classic, what type of classic are we talking about? I see the progress, but best not to do that. Darn it. Do you check out Joy Toy Space Marine figures yet? Are those the big ones? I might have seen them. I have a friend that got like a big ass Space Marine thing, and I think it was also from Joy Toy. You put down a layer of skull PVA glue. The applicator has a wire that has you put near the surface you're applying the grass to. Oh, okay. Oh! Wait, these figurines are pretty cool. Or minis. Oh, they got Tyranids here. Wow. Oh, this Tyranid is cool. You know, PlayStation 2, Nintendo, and Game Boy. Old type games. I like old-ass Nintendo games, I guess. I never had a PlayStation 2. I grew up with, like, Nintendo. I'm one of those type of people. You know? Considering I have, like, these. And we're gonna turn these into, like, Pikmin themes. I'm wondering if I could make, like, Tyranids. And turn them into, like, those Pikmin monsters. Maybe like a bulb orb. I don't know if there's like a Tyrannid that's shaped like that though. Is there a Tyrannid shaped like this? Wait. You guys tell me. Like this. Is that a thing? I mean, there's a lot of pigment monsters, so maybe there's something more appropriate. Legacy of Khaine? I don't really know what Legacy of Khaine is like, actually. I have heard of the name, but that's about it. Pigment monsters. They are fully articulatic. There's also Imperial Knights 2 figures with another pilot figure inside the mech. Oh, what? Inside of them? Oh, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Oh, okay, wait. Here's a picture with more pigment monsters. Surely there's like something in there that could be made. Oh, these are like the OG monsters. Okay, wait. All right. You guys, do you see like any monsters that we could like sort of make? Oh, maybe like a spider. Or Tyrannids. Let me Google Tyrannids. 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 There we go. Ooh. I'm not sure. Spider is doable, you think? The spider for one and the last one on the right? The last one on the right, you think that grandpa will work? Oh. Oh, okay, wait, I see this. I see this Tyrannid. Not quite sure what it is, but look at this. This could kind of work, no? I feel like that one could kind of work. I think that could kind of work with like the last one, or a normal billboard, like the red speckled ones. These look like they belong in Australia. They probably do, honestly. It could, yeah. It could work. Just like a scarier version of them. Yeah. 100% could work. What is this thing called? What is this Tyrannid? Like, let's see if there's a name. Tyrannids. Is this the Psychophage? Is that it? I think that might be it. Psychophage. You might need to do some green stuff, maybe put epoxy sculpting to make it look better. And remove the ridges, but I see the vision. Okay. That's Fred. That's not Fred, okay? That's not Fred. Oh, it is a Psychophage. Yeah. Alright, cool. Okay, well, that's kind of about it with my little mini adventure. Actually, kind of like how when I was like applying the primer, I did some off stream too, a little bit. I kind of liked how relaxing it was. I just kind of turned my brain off and started like painting all that stuff. I was like, yep, all right, this is my life now. The Legacy of Khaine Blood Omens 1 was top-down RPG, but 2 leading to Soul Reaver 1 and 2 in Defiance are 3D adventure games. Very cool stuff, or good stuff. I think there's like one chatter that actually likes Legacy of Khaine now to think about it. Mayhaps. Another chatter. Mini painting can be pretty relaxing. Yeah. Unless I'm stressing myself out. But it's fine. Nurglings coming along nicely, I hear. Yeah. We're gonna make them Pikmin themed. And with that, I mean these little burgers. The green, the little plant dudes. Can also be stressful. Yeah. I might have messed up like one of the Nurglings' horns, because it was very. It kind of snapped off when I like freed it from the plastic prison. I think it's called runner. It's called runner in Gunpla terms, but I don't know what it's called in Warhammer terms. I keep forgetting. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine because it's not very noticeable. I have to go now. No worries. Good luck with the chicken soup. Wait, I have also burned a soup when I was younger. Did you guys know you can burn soup? I'm Edwin. Oh, hi, Edwin. Hi. Oh, God. Runner's the actual term, but we call it sprue. There we go, sprue. That's the one. How do you burn soup? By boiling it. My dumbass. It was the very first time I made soup myself. I was like 16, I think, maybe. I put it on the pan, or in the pan, and I was like, well, if it needs to get warm, let's set it to 100 degrees Celsius. Because that's when water starts boiling. But you know, a soup doesn't have to... It doesn't have to boil in order to get warm. But I wasn't really thinking. You boiled soup? It was an accident. Well, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, alright, let's make soup, I guess. Have you also burnt water? No. But I did that. Set to 100 degrees, and then I tried it. And it tasted fucking burnt. The soup tasted burnt. It was chicken soup. And somehow it tasted burnt. I was like, oh, I guess these things can burn. Kinda. The sprue in a frame like that is the place where the molten plastic goes from the runner of the frame into the model. So you're cutting the part from the runners of the frame at the sprue gate. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow, we're learning. Kane and Legacy of Kane is a vampire. Ooh, fancy. Bum 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 bum. It could have been worse. Yeah. I mean, I still drank the soup. I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, I was saying how when I was younger, I also burned soup. I also burned chicken soup. So I feel for your sister. That was the very first time I was making soup myself. What was your next model idea of the Nurglings? Thinking of like I wanted to like try and see if we could make like a Pikmin monster or something that looks like it. So that's why the Psychophage is here. Because I was brainstorming with chat, and I think the Psychophage could work for like this green dude here. Kind of, you know? It doesn't have to look the same exactly. But I just want it to be like Pikmin-esque themed. How do you burn soup? Well, by boiling it at 100 degrees Celsius. Haha. Gunpla picked up the term runner and Mini Painting picked up sprue. And neither are quite correct, but both work. I sort of nearly burnt not soup but spaghetti when I was younger. Was it because of the water, like being all boiled away? Psychophage is great fun, but I would recommend Screamer Killer. Let me look. Screamer Killer. Oh, spooky. Open image. Are these big? Are these some big feathers? Wait, I need to see like a size comparison in order to get an idea, I think. Are these? No. Here. Screamer Killer. Oh. It's not huge, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to be huge. I'm not sure. Here, look at this. Screamer Killers. Not quite sure if that would fit in our theme of Pikmin so far. But they look kind of scary to paint, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, look at them details. Ooh. Termagant? Termagant? I have not heard of a Termagant. Oh! Oh, they have a gun! Oh, they have a gun. Oh, I've never seen these before. Damn, okay. What do you expect from the story of the Khan, who killed orcs so fast they were not having fun fighting him? I don't know anything about him. So I'm going in with zero expectations. The colors are sick, they are very cool. Although I don't think I have like purple. I mean, I guess I can mix like blue and red, I guess. Okay, let me turn the camera off though. Ta-da! And then let me go here so we can do some yapping. Turn this away. There we go. Ta-da! I think the left first and second monster of 2 legs may work. Okay, wait. The left first and second monster with 2 legs. Am I blind? Which one would that be? Wait, which one would that be? On this list? We're talking about like this? I'm not too sure. I'd have to say the scariest thing for me has to be the bloodletter, since an illustration of one legit scared kid me. But you got traumatized. The red and black one with huge eyes. Oh, the Bilborbs! Wait. Where the hell did they go? Oh. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that could work. That could kind of work. The model you have on screen has a barbed strangler. It's not in a cheap little item box, just saying. What the hell is a barbed strangler? What is a bloodletter anyway? Let me Google. Bloodletter. Oh. Oh yeah, that is kinda terrifying, huh? But those are not Tyranids. Those are like demons or something like that. It looks kinda demonic. Oh, weapon? Oh. I mean, I wouldn't want a weapon anyway if I were to go that route. Ta-da! While Tyranid conversions can be cool, I don't advise sculpting conversions on a horde enemy like Tyranid armies, because you'll need to change so many minis. That makes sense, but if I were to like paint stuff, I wouldn't do it for like the purpose of taking them into a game, I guess. I just wanna like, I don't know, I'm doing it for the memes. For the artistic vision, you know? Mm-hmm. Also, hello Eva, hello. I forgot it was YouTube today, don't worry. I kinda pinged the Discord a little bit late. Show me your big blue eyes. I can use you as a blue eyes white dragon. Does that work? I can be the blue-eyed white dragon you want. Which reminds me, I should turn my tail on. I forgot. Ta-da! Ta-da! This is a cool idea for a diorama, not so much for an army. Yeah. Bloodletter are daemons of corn. Oh, ew, it's a corn thing. I see. I swear a game is great fun, but it's also pain. It's masochism combined with cheese. Cheese? Oh, chess. Cheese. Damn, you have cheese in your games? The only blue-eyed one I would ever need. Or one would ever need. Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Our keys are here. Jingling keys. Look at the tail, guys. Be hypnotized by the tail. Also, I made coffee. Not sure if coffee is a good idea when I'm feeling a little unwell. But at least I'm staying awake for this. I'm not into figures. I'm more of a novel guy. Still have many books to read. But are you a lore guy? Probably, if you like the novels. I suddenly forgot what I was thinking of. Thank you. You don't have to think about anything when you're here, Joey. Only think about the tail. Oh yeah, so today I was planning on watching a Jaghatai Khan video. I was gonna watch the Remembrancers video. Because I wasn't quite sure what else to watch that wasn't like 2 hours long or whatever. And I figured, you know what, we watched a video of his before. And I enjoyed it, so might as well do another. There we go. And another video that I was like thinking of watching is like a Big E video from Astartes Anonymous. And then after that, I just wanted to also watch other funny videos like more Seth, etc. Maybe some animals. I see what you did there. Focus on the tail and the dragon lady attached to it. Yes. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Playing Manor Lords right now only managed to starve only 2 individual peasants to death during the first year. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Only 2. Damn, look at you. Are you a line of siege since you are a light blue? Aligned. Oh, well, I am more of a Nurgle girly pop, despite being blue. Despite being blue, I am a Nurgle girly. Wait. Let me see. I think I had a green. Which is my green hair color? Okay, here. Check this out. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Ta-da! Ta-da! But I guess Nurgle is slightly different green. Regular coffee or black coffee? Like a mocha. That was a story where Tzeentch and Nurgle worked together. And did it go well? A mocha? Mocha? I don't know what to... Mocha? That's how you pronounce it, right? Giga Chat. Well, it's because we had it. So I was like, I guess we'll eat this or drink this. I'll be lurking, but I appreciate your content. What the hell, Lucas? What the hell? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I guess if it was more Nurgle appropriate, the color would be like more stinky green, right? Sanguinius video upload when? Wait, which Sanguinius video? Me thinking. Oh, you mean like the speech? Wait, not the speech. When he met his children? Is that the one? Because we did watch a video on that before, but I think... Oh, right, yeah. The reason why I didn't upload that one is because it's copyright. There's some copyright music in it. I was like, oh, okay. And I couldn't, like, upload it without YouTube being stinky. If it was really Nurgle accurate, it'd be piss yellow. I mean, I guess I could make it piss yellow. I guess. Wait. When we say piss yellow, are we talking about like this type of green? Let me grab the color thing. Okay, one moment. I'm grabbing this part. Wait, where's it? Okay, this one. That's the wrong one. Customize. Here. Okay. There we go. Like this? Wait, this is kind of fish yellow green. Maybe it needs to be like this, right? For something you turn green, turn something on me? It looks weird, right? It looks unusual. Who is this lady? Will there be any other Primarch reaction other than Mr. Khan? I was thinking of watching like a Big E video too. Ironically, yes, it's the teamwork worked well. Heck, the work they did together, sickness and magic wives, was terrifying. Ooh. Grass spirit? That sure is a color of green. I do not like. What? Okay, what's wrong with it? Huh? Is it because you don't like Nurgle? Is that it? Nurgle. Google. Well, I guess it's kind of close, the color. Okay, moss is more dark green, no? Oh, sorry. If it was moss, it would be like... Let me grab this. Moss would be more like this, right? Kinda. Sort of like this. This is a pretty color. Maybe a little too dark. The green looks very nice on you. Thank you. Is legit the average just evil ass manipulator ass anime character hair color? Name one evil green haired anime character. Because I can't think of any. The Poxwalker dragon. Yo, you're calling me sickly? Damn, okay. I'm not sure if I could make like the horns look nice though. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait. Oh. 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 Oh, this could work actually. Oh, that's crazy. Didn't think it would work with the horns. Wow. Look at that. I like that. Me too. Me too. Okay, wait. How about eyes? One moment. Eyes. Here. Okay, there we go. Got the right one. If we turn it green. I'm not quite sure what green will work. Is it springtime? It's Nurgle time. It's Nurgle time. I guess I just have a thing for green and blue. Dude, green and blue are very nice colors. Let's see, is this the iris? This is the iris. So, what other color would work? Oh, I feel like stinky yellow could work. Or should it be dark yellow? I feel like stinky yellow is more Nurgle-esque. Med check. I already took mine. Thank you, though. Okay, behold. How do you guys feel about these green eye? Okay, green eye? Green eyes? Huh? Embrace the world, let pestilence through. Where did my music go? An error occurred. Oh, okay. Thank you, YouTube. There we go. Nurgle's a nature god, and we like that. You're starting to look like some amalgamation of colors. Well, we are testing, after all. Ta-da! You know what? I think this could work very nicely. I should make like a proper color scheme of this. It looks nice, doesn't it? This shade of green is actually nice. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like it. Dark green with amber yellow. I like the idea of Nurgle Celosia. Nurgle-losia. This looks sick. I agree. Dude, I was thinking maybe the eye should be like yellow? Oh, oops. Sorry. Like more... Why so hard to make yellow? Well, maybe not yellow then. Well, actually, I don't hate this. I don't hate this at all. I chip it. Thank you. Nurgle's the chaos god of being comfy. He makes you so comfy you don't know the horrific plagues you have. It's just part of life, okay? The plagues. You don't have to worry. If you die from it, you know that that's just nature. It's all deja vu. Yeah, something like this could work. Ta-da! I could be Nurgle colored. Amber eye. Apparently, it's kind of hard to make yellow. Not quite sure if I can... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That's a little too bright. Oh! Oh, wait. Wait a minute. This kind of works. How do we feel? Wait, this is cute. This is cute, actually. I like that. Me too. Me too. You're pretty in this color. Thank you. Thank you. My grandpapa would agree. See this color blend? I am hit by PTSD of the tropic isles from Ark. Was it that bad? Granddaughter, princess of Rot. You're calling me a princess. You look like a forest angel with these horns? With these horns? You call this angel? I look more like some random forest elf. You know what? Now that I'm at it, might as well just change all of it. You know what? We put in so much effort. Let me just recolor everything real quick. How about that? And then I can save it. Okay, wait. If we go for this color, what color should the back of my hair be? Wait. This one. You see the inner hair? It's a different color. What is a nice secondary color? Like this? You tried bright yellow hair already? No, I haven't, I think. Have you seen the biblically accurate angel? Yes, but are you calling me a biblically accurate angel? Last time I checked, I don't have that many eyes. Dark? Do you have a dark green? It's a little difficult to make. Like this, you mean? Like something like this could work-ish. Is this dark green enough? I think it's a little difficult to get it saturated though. Oh, you are better, thank you. Grab the donkey. What the hell is a donkey? Donkey. We went from Yap Fest to Fashion Fest. Hey, fashion is a true endgame in most games. Oh, you're talking about Limbus? Oh, no, I have not tried that. Oh god, that's not so nice green. I'm not sure how I feel about this green though. Fashion Frame taught me this. Same. No, okay. Every game taught me this. FF14, Warframe. Anywhere you can make people or things pretty. I feel like something like this could work, right? What species are you? Dragon. I'm a dragon. Just don't mind me being green right now. Oh, did I get it? There we go. Okay, approved? You can always change it at another time. Where is the hair? Oh, here, that's on. She's a lizard cat. What do you mean lizard? Okay, call me a dragon. Call me a dragon. Last time I checked, I'm not a lizard. Hi, Kikar. Look, I'm Nurgle colored. Are you proud of me? Didn't check hard enough? Shut up. Shut up. Okay, now I'm nice. I'm all green. Okay, wait. Let me fix the horn real quick. Wait, I feel like the horns should be darker? Or... I feel like there needs to be like more contrast. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm not sure, honestly. Dark green? I can try, but it might be a bit tricky because I'm very limited with the way I can color this. Oh, it's kind of hard to make it dark. Wait, let's see. Oh, I'm not sure if dark green looks nice though. Because I have to like use like some stinky multiply and screen color thing. Kind of like how the end comes out a little brighter though. It's cute. It is cute. I think dark is gonna be a little tricky. It would have to be like something like this, but I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's a nice green, unfortunately. I mean, I guess like... Okay, wait. No, can only go brighter. Golden horns? Golden horns would be cute. But would that be in Nurgle? You know? Would Nurgle approve of golden horns? It's more piss yellow. I'm not gonna... It's more piss yellow. It's more piss yellow than gold, guys. Wait. This is kind of okay. This is kind of okay, honestly. You know what? I think we can go with this because it matches the eyes. It matches the eyes. Ta-da! Gold is for fetid, crowns for harvest. What is a fetid? Piss yellow is the way to go. All right, I guess I'm piss yellow today. I guess I'm piss yellow. Sorry, I'm gonna fix my eye. Copy. And we take this one. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay. Then I steal this color. Wait. And then this one. One moment. Almost done. Oh shit. Did I just... Oh, okay, that works. Ta-da! Okay, we got it. I'm green. Except for my tail, because that's a lot of effort that I don't want to go through. I feel like that gold is quite nurgly. Okay, then we go with this gold. Or, wait. Should we make like the back hair also gold-ish? Maybe? Would that be appropriate? I feel like it would match with the rest. Oh, there's still some blue. You know? Thumbs up, thank you. Okay, yeah, I think we should go with this. I'll call this the Nurgle color scheme. And oh, here, there we go. Ta-da! Then I still need to grab this one because it's hidden. Wait, here. Where is this? Oh, here. Got it. Oh, that's very... Oh, why is it so different? Wait. We go... Change it like this. Oh, this might be tricky. Oh, there we go. Sort of. One moment. Very important stuff happening right now. Okay. Copy, paste. Ta-da! Okay, Donzo. Donzo, we did it. We did it. Okay, now let me save it before I forget. Because that would be really sad. I'm calling this a Nurgle color. Hotkey. Color presets. Record. See, we will use this one. Alright. Okay, let me test this real quick. Now I'm normal. And now I'm Nurgle. Ta-da! Ta-da! It's cute, I'm not gonna lie. This is so cute, what the hell? Who is she? Who is this? I don't know her. Welcome to the parade of life and decay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I remember someone had done this different color scheme and left it as a Twitch redeem where they could pay to change the VTuber color scheme. On Twitch, I also have like a redeem where people can change my hair color for like 5 minutes or something like that. It's a random color gacha too, so people have to people get like a random color. You're the second dragon he has for his army. Modern day 40k Isha? Who's Isha? Who's Isha? Warhammer Isha? Oh, she's cute. Who is she? Oh wait, is this the freaking elf wife? Or the Yeah, it's Nurgle's wife, right? Don't call me. That's my grandpapa, okay? You take that out of your mouth. You take those words out of your mouth. The jar, you do not speak of me like that. It's really good work. Thank you. Thank you. I will not be compared to her, okay? Okay, wait. If I turn the tail off. Ta-da! No blue. No blue. Isha's the garden queen. I ain't the garden queen. I'm the garden princess, apparently. Is the Eldargor that Nurgle imprisoned to use as a test subject for his diseases? And is his wife, apparently. Leman Russ? Who's Leman Russ? Wait, that sounds familiar, the name. This stream has been going for 75 whole minutes and no video. Hey, we were very busy with fashion, you know? And showing my minis. Those are rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers. We are hard yappers in here. Primarch of the Space Wolves? Oh! Oh! Okay, okay. I see. Wait. I'm trying to think, but like, which legion is Jaghatai Khan the Primarch of again? What were they called again? Wait, I saw it earlier. Now I can't remember. Wasn't not the Iron Hands. It was the White Scarsh. Yeah, the White Scarsh. That's the one. That's the one. Isha being Nurgle's wife is another one of 40k's community embellishments for the sake of memes. Ah, just people being teehee haha. She is also the goddess of health / cure. Oh, okay, interesting. White ball. No. We're gonna watch the Remembrancers Jaghatai Khan video. And I don't think there's like a Mortarion fight in there. Is there? I would assume not, right? Oh my god, I opened the video and what do I see there? My face in the recommended. Please, get me out of there. I don't want to see my face. Let me get this out. Hide these. Full screen this. Ta-da. Nergal loves her because she gives the cures to his sickness and he treats it like a game. Well, at least his toys won't break if he just cures it like that, huh? Okay. If I go here... A Jaghatai Khan. Ta-da! Okay. I'm a little too big. Also, I should change the color back to normal, because I think it would otherwise confuse people per chance. Ta-da! Okay. Am I too big or too small? Wait. Let me go to a random point. You know what? That looks okay. That looks okay. What the hell, dude? Don't you what the hell me, okay? Do. Okay. Let me turn my music off one moment before I forget. And then we are gonna have to do an audio check. Okay. Checking if the audio is too loud or not. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Sorry. I don't hear anything. One moment. I think I know what I did. I muted it. One moment. Okay, there we go. Listen. Oh,
of all the sons of the Emperor, a
is this
select
too loud,
few have
guys?
always been viewed with disdain by their brothers. For the Primarchs are the
Is this
greatest
too
living
loud?
beings of the Imperium, with exception to the Emperor himself.
I think
And
it
their
might not be
influence
too
across
bad.
the galaxy mold.
I think it was okay. It's good? Yeah, it sounds good. Sorry, I need to adjust on my end too, so I don't get blasted. Let me do one check.
The Imperium's children to follow.
I am talking
while
right
some
now
are
while
hewn
the
to
video's
statues,
going.
proclaiming their virtues on Imperial work.
Alright, there we go. I think we got it. Jaghatai is one of my favorite characters from his hater energy alone. We love haters. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Your voice and video are around the same volume. That's okay, because I will pause anyway when I want to say something. Food and drink ready. Are you guys ready? Did you guys get your drink and all? I'm trying to think. Do I need to grab anything still? I think I'm good. I think I'm Gucci. I'm ready. Excellent. Okay, there we go. Alright. I guess it's time to watch a video finally then. Let me stretch a little bit. Get all the EPs out. Alright. Oh, God, I dropped something. Posture checking. Get it comfy. Hitting my desk for some reason. Bless you. Thank you. Alright. Get all the EPs out. I am getting all the EPs out. Let's see. Warhawk. What the hell is Warhawk? I guess we'll find out. I need to do an intro, but I'm really bad at intros, so I'm just gonna keep it short and let you say one thing. I need to say the intro and I hate intros. Alright. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Hi, guys. Wait, first of all, you guys say hello. Say hi, YouTube, or whatever. Oh god, that's a lot of text. Doing this. Ta-da. You guys say hi right now. In chattel. Ta-da. Okay, there we go, there we go. Slowly but surely, the chat will show hellos. Oh, frick. Oh no, do I... Why is it so gigantic? One moment. Okay, this works, this works. Ta-da! There we go. Alright, hello. Today we are going to watch a video on Jaghatai Khan. I don't know much about him, except that he's the Primarch of the White Scars, but I'm eager to learn, and for some reason you guys think he's a hater. And I'm not so sure, but I guess we'll find out. I don't know. Let me leave. You're stuck here forever. You are stuck here forever. Don't worry. Anyway, we are watching the video. I am misspeaking. We're gonna watch the Remembrances video on Jaghatai Khan. Here we go.
Warriors of Chogoris, brothers of the great tribe, the Star Hunt calls you. Do you not hear it? The battle's red edge is your home, the respect of your kinsman your hearth. Plunge into the enemy's breast like a blade, cut out his heart, and you will know fulfillment. The Emperor has given us strength. In return, we give him victory.
He has a way with words.
Of all the sons of the Emperor, a select few have always been viewed with disdain by their brothers. For the Primarchs are the greatest living beings of the Imperium, with exception to the Emperor himself, and their influence across the galaxy molds the Imperium's children to follow. While some are hewn into statues proclaiming their virtues on Imperial worlds, and the fallen Primarchs are worshipped by fell demons, there is one who has always been regarded with suspicion and never truly understood by either loyalist or traitor. Seen by most as a barbarian, this Primarch would in his solitude prove to be well-cultured and intelligent, but keep his intentions and traits closely guarded to prevent them from being exploited. Jaghatai Khan, Primarch of the 5th Legion and Great Khan of Chogoris. During the scattering of the Primarchs, Jaghatai...
I didn't know he was that controversial. I mean, controversial within the world. He once looked at Pilgrim's sense of style and said, he's trying to... Did he really insult someone like that? That's crazy. Khan was friends with Alvarez, Horus, and Magnus. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, yeah, I think I understand then why people were a little bit sus. Okay, damn.
Jaghatai would land on the planet of Chogoris, a fertile world filled with vast plains of grass, snow-topped mountains, and vast oceans. The planet was ruled by the Palatine, a feudal aristocrat whom led his vast armies to dominate the planet. However, there was a land to the west of the Palatine that he would leave wild, the Empty Quarter, a barren grassland with little in resources or value, inhabited by nomadic tribes whom fought amongst themselves for their ancestral lands. This is where Jaghatai would be found by a man by the name of Ong Khan, chieftain of the small tribe of the Talaskas. Seeing the child as a gift from the gods, Ong would see the fire in Jaghatai's eyes, the mark of a great warrior. Ong was hated by the other tribes of the Empty Quarter for his visions of a united tribe of the...
I'm not gonna lie, it's very strange to see, like, someone that looks this Asian in the Warhammer world. It's the first time I'm seeing someone that makes you go like, damn, he's an Asian. Darn. For the record, I'm also Asian, but it's just so weird. It's just so weird. But it's very cool. I still think it's cool. Space Mongolia, yes. The
downtrodden people of the Empty Quarter. One day, the tribes would kill Jaghatai's adoptive father for his ideals.
Oh.
Even as a boy, Jaghatai was without match as a warrior amongst the men of the Talaska tribe, and he would gather his fellow tribesmen to seek vengeance against his father's killers. The Kurayed tribe would be slaughtered, not only the men, but the women and children as well.
All of them?
Jaghatai would cleave the head from the tribe's chieftain and mount it to his sleeping tent. The slaughter would forge Jaghatai into a fiercely ruthless yet loyal warrior. With his father's death avenged, Jaghatai would swear to unite the people of the Empty Quarter as one tribe and bring an end to its constant infighting. Fighting hundreds of battles for years, Jaghatai would assimilate the warring tribes into the fold, making military service mandatory for all who joined, while splitting the tribe's people amongst themselves to weed out blood feuds and differences within its people.
Damn, he really united the whole place, huh? Jaghatai went full Anakin for a moment. He really did. He really did. The Anakin gambit. Not only the men, but the women and kids too. Oh my god. Probably also hated the sand. That darn sand. It gets everywhere. That's a talking point people have. It's the only Asian Primarch lands on the only Asian planet. That is a bit of a coincidence, huh? A little bit of a coinkydink.
10 years later, the Khan would travel to his winter settlement and be set upon.
Who the hell is this? He doesn't look very Asian. What the hell? I thought it was an Asian planet.
By the Palatine's hunting bands, led by its emperor's son. Jaghatai would kill the men, leaving one mutilated rider to bring the Palatine emperor the severed head of his son.
Oh, metal.
Enraged, the Palatine would gather a gigantic army to destroy the tribes of the Empty Quarter, but ultimately underestimate Jaghatai. His heavily armoured soldiers bested by the Khan's more mobile warriors and archers. The Palatine would retreat, leading to the tribe elders to confer the title of the first Khagan, or Khan of Khans, to Jaghatai. As Jaghatai would continue his conquest, he would recruit soon-to-be legendary members of his future legion, including Kinja, Hasik, and Targetai Yesuge. Besieging the cities of the Palatine, the Khagan would give its inhabitants two choices: surrender.
Oh my god, look at the horse. I just noticed. That horse has a lightning mark on him. Was the horse born like that? Is that all natural? It's just a stand-in photo of an arbutus? Corpse of the Imperium. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I guess like the White Scars in general has like a freaking lightning theme or logo or whatever you call it. Mark? Sigil? Spirit.
Or die. Jaghatai would eventually reach the palace of the Palatine. He would demand its emperor's head on a pike from the city, which its inhabitants would willingly oblige. Jaghatai would adorn it on his tent, exactly as he had done.
Okay, wait. Second question. Because this picture of him, very clearly, he has more of a, I don't know, it's not as armored as like a space marine normally, right? In the picture we saw this just now, this dude, who's that? Because he looks way more armored. It looks like a different technology era, essentially, level. Or is this also a stand-in picture? Pass like a lightning. He's just born like that. Too much chat on that horse. Oh, he was just born with it. Slay Queen. A random arbutus. Okay. So I'm just being tricked by pretty pictures. Okay. I will ignore that then. I will ignore it.
Oblige. Jaghatai would adorn it on his tent, exactly as he had done to his father's killer 2 decades before. Within 2 years, Jaghatai had conquered Jagoris's largest empire in its history and ended all wars upon the planet's surface.
Wow.
6 months later, the Emperor would arrive on Jagoris, along with the 16th Legion of Astartes, the Lunar Wolves, and their Primarch, Horus Lupercal. Jaghatai would instantly perceive the Emperor's might, and conclude that his dream of a united species amongst the stars would be possible, even if the Emperor would be at its helm.
Jaghatai is like a mini Big E, now that I think about it. Because Big E also essentially unified Terra, right? Back in the day. He's just like his dad. Oh my god. Damn. But he wasn't a favorite kid. The Palatine was more technologically superior than its armory, but not as much. I don't think there's any official depiction of the character. I mean, a lot of characters don't have an official depiction, right? I shouldn't be surprised.
Not himself. Jaghatai would resign his position of master and become a servant of the Emperor's will, dropping to one knee and swearing fealty to the Emperor and his Imperium. Considering that rejection of the Emperor's will would lead to his people's annihilation, and seeing the Lunar Wolves present, reasoned that these indomitable warriors would soon mirror his own should he swear loyalty to the Imperium. Jaghatai would also hand over the shackles of mundanity that statesmanship required, and would revel in his duty to the Imperium of waging war and hunting the enemies of humanity. Soon he would be given command of his legion, then known as the Star Hunters. Jaghatai would overhaul his Terran-born son's tactics, implementing his Jagoran-learned strategies of speed and maneuverability to best his foes.
Ooh, damn, I'm kind of cooked if I don't join that. Darn, he could smite me right now if I don't say, yeah, Dad. Oh, he had no choice. But I guess, like, none of the kiddos had a choice, right? Man. True, but even going in, Khan had serious reservations about the Emperor and his goals. For all he knew, the Emperor was just a bigger, shinier Palatine. But he had no choice because, you know, like what we just said, he could freaking get exploded. There's official drawings of the Primarchs and the troops after the Emperor found them. The Emperor found them, sorry. But no real pictures of their homeworlds and their tech pre-discovery. So all of this is just fan art, no?
As the Imperium was desperate for the fighting prowess of all Primarchs, Jaghatai would be sent straight into the maw of conflict, with the war against the Nephilim resulting in Jaghatai renaming his sons of the 5th Legion.
Ooh.
The Legion would conduct a ritual at the empty quarter of Jagoris, known as the Blooding. 50,000 sons of the Khan would take up blades and cut a mark on the flesh of their faces, inflicting scars that would also herald their individual renaming as Sons of the White Scars. With further battles waged during the Ulanor Crusade against the Orc hordes, Jaghatai would earn a reputation within the Imperium as a truly deadly warrior. Rogel Dawn and Rabute Gilliman would object to the Khan's swift induction into the theatre of war, believing the Primarch to lack true understanding of the Imperium's values and culture, leaving him ill-prepared to integrate into the wider Imperium. Though the Khan did have strong bonds with some of his brothers, notably Horus Lupercal and Magnus the Red of the Thousand Sons. As the first Primarch to meet the Khan, Horus would revel in their shared exploits and respect for one another as warriors.
Was Horus kind of normal before, you know, the chaos ending? Most people thought he might join the heresy, or maybe not, or think he might join the heresy. Because he was friends with them, huh? There's also official paint scheme on some legions before they found their Primarchs, the Star Hunters being known to use actual camouflage on their armor. Oh, that's cool. Horus was the most beloved and popular Primarch before he fell. Oh. People loved his ass. But then the betrayal hit. He was giga charismatic. Oh, that's unfortunate then. They were good brothers while lasted. That darn Erebus. He was very nice. That's so sad. What the hell? Horus, before the heresy, was only below Sanguinius in how much people liked Horus. Oh, man.
Whilst Magnus was an outsider to his brothers just like the Khan, and shared a kinship for the pursuit of knowledge. It was therefore tragic that his most erstwhile brothers would one day be his enemies.
No!
With the beginning stages of the Horus heresy, Horus would turn to Jaghatai for his allegiance. However, his loyalty to the Emperor was unbreakable, and the Khan would stay his hand. Jaghatai would not dive into the conflict, instead waiting patiently for information to be relayed to him. even when being petitioned for aid by Leman Russ of the Space Wolves to combat the traitor forces of the Alpha Legion. The Khan would receive conflicting reports from several legions, but wisely not involve himself until he knew the truth of the events that had unfolded. Seeking answers, the Khan would receive urgent orders from Rogel Dawn himself, requesting for the White Scars to immediately travel to Holy Terror to aid in its defense. The Alpha Legion would blockade his passage, presenting themselves neither as friend or foe.
Oh, there he is! That's Alpha Legion, right? No, you can't use Mongol tactics, bikes, common sense, and instinct. You must be a dogmatic atheist and a bureaucrat. Rowboat, Curly Man, and Bob the Builder. He's trying his best, okay? He was the type of guy to see the bigger picture. He was just waiting to see until everything became more clear, perhaps. He was the guy who made sure you were chill and good and was there for when brothers fought. Oh. Oh. Where did their family get freaking torn apart like this? They could have all held hands together. He has a big brother vibe.
The Khan would assess their ruse, realizing their actions sought to sow doubt in his mind, keeping the White Scars immobile and neutered in the wider war that was waging. The Khan's fleet would confront the Alpha Legion blockade, which would result in the Alpha Legion firing on their vessels. The 20th Legion, renowned for their secrecy, would be bested by the Khan's cunning, and the White Scars would push past the blockade and travel into warp space, their destination unknown. The 5th Legion would find themselves at Prospero, its surface scorched to the consistency of burnt charcoal. On the surface, the Khan would speak with an apparition of his beloved brother, Magnus the Red. He explained that he had tried to warn the Emperor of Horus's betrayal, but was punished for his intervention.
Really?
When pressed for his allegiance, Magnus would reveal his opposition to the Emperor, and the Khan would stand with the Imperium. Feeling a presence that had haunted him since Ulanor, the Khan would witness a spear of light pierce the sky of Prospero, summoning the Primarch of the Death Guard, Mortarion.
Oh, he summoned his brother. So, did that actually happen with Magnus? Or was he bullshitting? Khan is very intelligent, but he also enjoys fighting as much as any orc. Darn. He's just a smart orc then? Oh, that's kind of mean to say. It was more like he was told to do nothing and Magnus did it wrong. Oh, wait! Oh, that's the thing. Oh, that was him. The one that was supposed to do nothing, but then he did nothing, wrong. That's the guy. That's the guy. Oh, man.
Primarch of the 14th Legion would implore the Khan to join Horus's traitor legions. Noticing the physical changes to his brother, the Khan would warn Mortarion of further changes that might befall his legion should he continue to pursue his corrupted path. Mortarion would brush aside his warnings, and with the Khan's refusal to join the traitors, the two Primarchs would duel. Their battle would end in stalemate, with the cowardly Mortarion retreating before the battle could be finished.
Coward.
With his interactions between Magnus and Mortarion concluded, Jaghatai had finally deduced the extent of the traitorous intent of Horus Lupercal's rebellion. Resolving to aid his brother Primarch Rogel Dawn in the defense of Terra, the Khan would utilize the Dark Glass, a relic from the Dark Age of technology recently discovered by rogue traders.
Oh?
White Scar veteran Tug.
Rogue traders? Like the game? Rogue trader? Dun dun dun. That's my gene father. That's your papa? I see. He's a bit miffed that his back got broken like Batman's by Leman Russ, so he's a bit biased. He was punished because he ruined the Emperor's Webway project. Damn it, Magnus! Damn it!
Jaghatai Yusuge would sacrifice his life to power the relic and allow the Khan to travel to Terra. Meeting with Rogel Dawn, Sanguinius, and Malkador the Sigillite, the assembled protectors of Terra would devise their strategy to combat the incoming traitor forces. With the full force of chaos assaulting the Imperial Palace, Jaghatai Khan would aid the beleaguered defenders of the throne by recovering the vital Lionsgate spaceport from traitor forces, using his strategies of lightning-fast raid tactics, reclaiming the spaceport in a tremendous single strike.
That's the white scars, right? He looks so cool. Or they look cool. Kinda sad that they don't have horses anymore, but I guess these motorbikes, motorcycles, whatever you call them, are cooler. And way faster. They just have iron horses now. Mortarion didn't want to join chaos. He only did it to save his sons. His kiddos. Khan, Magnus, and Sanguinius are the leader in creation of the Librarians, Space Marines. That was later banned by the Emperor. Oh? Where's Gilliman in all of this, actually, now that I think about it? What was he doing during the horse heresy again? They look cool, but they suck to paint. Why? Because it's like very intricate, or no? Lamon Rescue lends on Big Wolf to ride. In a coma. Oh, right. He was in a coma. Oh. Wait, I remember now. Wait, that happened. Oh. Oh, yeah. That did happen, huh? That did happen. I need to, like, see a timeline of the Horse Heresy. Just to, like, keep track of what the hell happened. Because there's a lot happening at the same time, huh? You're stuck on the other side of Warp Storm made by Lorga. Oh, yeah. Wait, I'm literally forgetting all of the events. Wait, I remember. Yep. The coma was after the heresy during the... That was after? Okay, you guys are confusing me now. He was in a coma, and then he had to be strapped to, what do you call those big thingamajiggies where freaking very injured Space Marines go into? The essentially walking coffins. After the heresy, he was put into a coma. That was after then? Okay. God, I'm forgetting all of the terms. Dreadnought. There we go. They put him in stasis. Yeah, but after that, they put him in a dreadnought, right? So he could have his wheelchair to move around.
Jaghatai would also lead his 300-strong jetbike battalion to assault the Colossi Gate, with support from Blood Angel Captain Ralderon and Adeptus Custodes commander.
He was never in a dreadnought? No? He's stuck in armor he actually walks in? Oh. I guess that's not the same as a dreadnought then. I thought it was a dreadnought all the time, like... I'm trying to think. There was like the short we watched. Oh no, that's a different dude. He was frozen in a stasis field. Okay, I'm misremembering all my lore. Darn. This is what happens if I don't keep up. Concussion on cell accomplished. Damn it. You might be thinking of Bjorn. Was it Bjorn? He had a big-ass armor, but no dreadnought. Armor of Fate? Okay, I see. I don't see, but I see, but I don't. I need a refresher, apparently.
Constantine Valdor. This retaliation would be halted by the arrival of the Death Guard, with the now fully chaos-corrupted Primarch Mortarion, dueling Jaghatai once again. Their rematch would prove that Jaghatai was no match in strength for the now empowered Primarch of the 14th Legion.
Oh man.
However, the Khan understood the psychology of his brother, and baited him with barbed words and insults that played to his neuroticism. Overextending Mortarion, he would reveal a weakness for the Khan to exploit. As Jaghatai was impaled by Mortarion's scythe, the Khan would behead his former brother, casting his soul into the warp.
Whoa.
After recovering from his wounds, and with the Horus heresy quashed under the heel of his Imperium, Jaghatai Khan would return to Jagoris. Finding that the Dark Eldar had made several raids on his homeworld, the Khan would hunt down the Drukhari, even pursuing his charge into the Webway to bring an end to their foul deeds. To which he has since not returned, though it is said amongst the veterans of the White Scars that the Great Khan will one day return to his legion in the time of their greatest need and bring righteous fury to the enemies of his Imperium.
Is he... He's alive, right?
It is not enough to take from an enemy their life. Rather, take from them also their places of safety, their allies, their homes, and their loved ones. Crush all those in their care. Lay their chattels to waste, and then drive them alone and naked into the darkness. Take everything they have and burn it for the mere pleasure of seeing the ash crackle between your fingers, and call it nothing more than a beginning.
This has been a tale of the great Imperium of Man, read by the Remembrancer.
Thank you,
Bare your
Remembrancer.
teeth, sons of Fenris, for our next Vox transmission, wherein we will detail the deeds of the great wolf, Leman Russ.
Oh. He was on Fenris, where there are no wolves. He's missing. So missing to this day, and we don't know if he's alive or not. Oh. Some say he's in Komara, hanging out in a Drukhari nightclub. Meme's not canon. Okay, I was about to say, like... Does there happen to be like a video where you can actually listen to him dishing out the insults? I mean, I'm sure there's like some videos around, right? Because I kind of wanna see him being mean. I wanna see him being a hater in real time. Horus, Alvaris, and Khan are the only group of Primarchs that try to speak in favor of the redacted Primarchs. Horus got mind-zapped by Malkador for doing it. But Alvaris and Khan didn't? Yes, probably. Look up Jaghatai and Fulgrim. We don't get to see one of him like roasting Mortarion. I will have a look real quick. I will pull one up. One moment. Give me a moment. Jaghatai. He seems interesting so far, but I want to see him be a hater. Fulgrim. There we go. Jaghatai versus Fulgrim. Is that the Wolf Lord Rose video? Is that the one you guys mean? Let me see if there's anything else. I only see his video, so I guess that's the one. There's readings of him roasting Morty. Oh, that too? Okay, wait. I see the Fulgrim one. That's like 19 minutes long. Let me check and see how long Mortarion's is. I see one that is 18. Oh, 11. No, wait. 18 minutes. Which one should I watch? Mortarion or Fulgrim? Let's go with Fulgrim for now.
Hi all. Whoa.
Oh, a little too fast. Sorry, one moment. There we go. Checking to see if... Is this the one you guys mean? Brutal burial goods? So, should we watch burial? I don't know. Let me look. Oh, I actually don't... I can't find it. Wait. Jaghatai Khan burial goods. I don't see it. Oh, I don't see it. Does anyone happen to have like a link? I can't find it either. Yeah. Okay, well, while we try to search for the video, let me put some goofy music up. All right. DQVO has. I like his voice acting. Only reason why I'm like not too sure is because I've been hit with like multiple copyright strikes when we watch DQVO videos. But I like his voice acting a lot. It's just I can't tell if that's gonna happen with this one too. I have a feeling it might. Looking at the music. One moment. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Reuse allowed. Really though? Really though? What about this one? Creative Commons. I don't think I can. Sorry, let me check chat real quick. Is it a YouTube short? Is it supposed to be a YouTube short? Naturally, RP voiceover has a good short about Khan, but it's not about his roast. Oh. Okay, well, to be fair, I could also just watch the video. Like a DQVO video, and then when I actually upload this video, just not include that part. And I guess an actual stream thing to prevent all of it being like copyright stricken, just mute this part, I guess. You know what? I guess this could work, and we could still like watch it together that way. In that case, if we just do that, we can ping Chili together. Here. Let me full screen this. Khan has no filter and he's quick-witted, which leads to a lot of burns because people think he's dumb. People have that impression of him. They don't expect him to pull out the insults, huh? Okay, there we go. One moment. Window capture. All right. Let me check the audio real quick. Warhawk. The audio is probably fine, but let me know if it's too quiet or too loud.
It was a mistake to think back, of course, because both of them had changed so much. The Lord of Death had burst free of his old bounds, becoming grotesque and monstrous. He wore a human form only in outline now. His skinny body inhabited a ramshackle armor of corrosion and decay. A gaggle of loosely held panels and moldy fabric.
Gaggle.
Seemingly liable to fall apart at any moment. The air around him was acrid, suffused with a foulness that turned the stomach and made it hard to breathe.
A very Nurgle core indeed. He's fine? Thank you. Damn, he's rotting. He's unrecognizable at this point.
He was ruined.
Ruined.
Yet exalted. Crippled, yet stronger than he had ever been. So the old encounter meant little. Then, it had been a matter of speed against intractability. And either approach could have emerged victorious. Now, though, the parameters had changed. Mortarion's brute strength had grown obscenely. The warp coursed thickly through his veins, pulsing under heavily mutated skin. Whenever he moved, reality flexed around him,
Ooh.
recoiling at the violation of natural law.
Reality around him was like, ew, gross.
His great blade displayed reflections of the hell realm beyond. Its rotting gardens, its tormented flesh, its fertile pain fields. What did he, the Khan, have to set against all of that? The old prowess with a blade, some fine armor, the residue of that famed quickness. Not enough. He had his hatred, though.
Hate.
That was different from before. On Prospero, the discourse between them had been regretful as much as anything. Both of them disappointed at what was being thrown away by the other. Now, his hatred was as infinite as the void. Too many had died at Catullus for it to be any other way. His warriors, his ships, his counselors, all swallowed up by the monster before him.
No.
All owing their deaths to the single soul. The Khan had that. He had his rage, deep as the world's core, fueling every strike and swipe of the great Tao blade. He had the keen edge of vengeance to propel his limbs, to find the chink that could wound this horrific amalgam of post-human and yaksha, to keep going against the impossible. They crashed together then, cracking the stone underfoot as they braced against it. The white tiger snared itself on silence, releasing an explosion of mingled forces, and they both pushed against the other, testing strength and poise, feeling the harmonics in their weapons and gauging what it meant for the strength of their bearers. The Khan fell back first. They exchanged more blows, rapid, heavier and faster. All around them the roar of broader combat filtered up from the decks below, a chorus of screams and explosions that could not be filtered out. The strikes accelerated, ramping up swiftly until the blows were exceptional in their heft and precision. Mortarion had speeded up, his old stolidity replaced by a phase-shifting, demonic velocity. The whistling arcs of his scythe hissed with unearthly voices, wounding the atmosphere itself. Even as the Khan ducked away from its lacerating edge, when that warp-forged steel connected, the impact was bone-breaking, mind-jarring.
I feel like I'm ruining it by pausing. Sorry. But he has a cyber weapon. That's cool. That is very cool. Silence is the name of Mortarion's scythe. So edgy. That is so edgy. Oh my god. I hate how I know precisely how he made it sound like this. He was using some voice actor techniques. He's cool. Okay. Is this the fight where he was dissing Mortarion though? Because I was just thinking about that. I was like, is this the one? Mortarion does mean child of death, so he is very edgy. Okay, he's he is edginess himself then. Pausing is a good. Okay, yes, but I'm just worried, right? Because he they are doing a great job with the voiceover, and I feel like just kind of listening does it justice, if that makes sense. When you learn about Morty's lore, you may like him a little bit. All right. I'm curious. Keep in mind, Mortarion has the ability to drain energy from his foes, like passively. Is that like a thing that he acquired when he became whatever this is? Or did he already have it before that? The dissing comes in the second part. Oh.
A collision of dimensions as much as solid matter. I expected you to dance.
Oh,
The Death Lord grunted, hammering the Khan back further. Lost your footing, as well as your judgment. The Khan was already breathing heavily. The going was as hard as expected. Harder, maybe. There had never been any illusions. He worked his blade rapidly, its edge losing definition as the point whirled faster than thought. The scythe met it in explosions of plasma and ceramite shards, swinging heavily, crackling with hissed imprecations of its half-formed demonic choir. You are already defeated, the Khan told him, breathily. You have become what you hated.
damn, alright.
Mortarion snorted. Some hatreds were never worth pursuing. Tell yourself that, if it helps. The acceleration continued. The blows became denser than true mortal frames could ever have propelled. The combatants smashed in close, then reeled away into one of the gallery's columns. The masonry cracked apart, driven into disintegrating dust clouds as the Primarchs crunched their way clean through it. The Khan's armor took its first transverse slash, ripping the finery from shoulder to waist. Blood followed the path of the strike, splattering against the deck in black pools. They were alone now. They had entered a world of exclusivity, a level of combat that no other being, Xenos or human, could hope to match. Just to witness it, to try to follow it, was to
Too hard?
invite a kind of madness.
Oh, madness, okay.
The Primarchs kept themselves tightly under control almost all the time, wearing the trappings of mortality over their true natures. When they cast that off, when they unlocked their inner selves, the result was difficult even to watch, let alone intervene in. Time has been cruel, Jaghatai, Mortarion said, still calm, still fighting within himself, cracking the Khan away yet again, smacking the gold chasing from his helm and rocking his head back. You are not what you were.
Oh,
I am what I always was, the Khan snarled, driving back expertly against the flurry of hideously perfect blows and raking plague sensors free of their chains. Weak,
wait.
loyal, same thing. The two of them barreled into the gallery's external wall, hammering at one another so fiercely that the entire section collapsed as if torpedoed. They swirled and dueled through the tumbling rubble, then out into the exposed night air.
Okay, sorry. I'm one of those people who sometimes has like a hard time imagining what's happening. I guess when I'm listening to something like this, I'm like, I'm trying my best. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? But it's still cool to listen to. I forgot how gross DQVO makes Mortarion sound. I'm used to Rufus' steak, but it works. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because he's like rotting and all, and being stinky. But I'm also like, oh, what's he saying? It's all, yeah, but it's like, oh man. Subtitles? Maybe subtitles would help a little. Auto-generated. Well, let's see if it works.
Completely absorbed now in their own private contest. The rest of the planet, the rest of existence, might as well have slipped away, shamefaced at the volume of physical brutality
That's pretty
unleashed on
okay.
its surface. But that violence only ratcheted up. Every second, ticking over. More. Mortarion nearly took the Khan's head clean off
Ooh.
with a vicious diagonal swipe. Silence's curved tip carved a 3-foot deep trench into the deck.
Damn, what
Pulled
the?
out again, it ripped up a whole clump of static wreathed rockcrete. The Khan shouldered through the barrage to land a spiteful cut on the Death Lord's leading thigh, stripping the pox-riddled armor clean from the flesh and taking his first blood before being hammered back. They were out in the open by then.
What's this spiteful cut supposed to mean? This cut is spiteful. Or I guess he did it out of spite, maybe more like that. He's a master of scythe. And scythe users are pretty cool. Very cool. It's also normally difficult to understand some of the Nurgle-infected people. They're so mutated, some of them can only make gurgling sounds. That makes sense. I kind of figured that's what he was going for. With the way Mortarion is talking, speaking. Fiscus. Fiscus? Fishes? Oh, fishes! Cruel cut. Okay, I see.
Lashing and swiping across one of the big landing stages, a kilometer across and 1,200 meters up. Above them,
1,200
the
meters up.
storm raged, coruscating with green lightning that snapped down the high reaches of the spaceport. Below them, the bulk of the immense fortress spread out in a panoply of jumbled stages and terraces. Every inch of it was fought over now. A million points of light exposing white scars and death guard at one another's throats. It was as if the entire battle had found its apex, its distilled expression, so that all those thousands and thousands of individual duels created their gestalt combination right at the summit of the decaying pile. Something to gawp and wonder at,
Gorp?
even as the blood foamed busily into the gutters. This isn't about revenge for me, said Mortarion, his rasping voice still contained. You're just in the way now.
Oh.
You understand that? The Khan laughed bloodily, spitting out shattered teeth. Not how I see it, brother. He hissed. I'm here for you. Nothing else. What?
You know, I could misinterpret and be like, I'm here for you, brother. But no, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. I'm not quite sure why Mortarion's doing this specifically, but I guess I'll find out when I learn more about Mortarion himself, right?
Mortarion backhanded him, cracking a savage hit into the Khan's throat, before following up with a two-handed thrust of the scythe.
Damn.
Indulgent. But then, you always were. Another smack against the helm. Discharge of virulent nerve gas as the edge bit. The destruction of the Khan's right pauldron, making him stagger. I led my legion as I saw fit. The Khan snarled. You might have tried the same. The white tiger flashed, going for the jangling cables at Mortarion's neck, but it was swatted aside. I led the Death Guard before you were even found. The Khan held his ground against the onslaught. Muscles.
Wait, was Mortarion the one that essentially went to chaos because he was protecting his boyos? Or was that Mortarion? He was like, for my sons, I will take this deal. Woo. It was at a different Primarch. Gulp is to stare and look at something. Oh, right. I think someone harder than you really need to is how I always take that. Words are hard to describe things like this. But like you guys said, fighting scenes are kind of difficult to write. Magnus did for the Sons. Morty kind of did the same. The house freaky. He surrendered to Nurgle both because he wanted to save his sons from suffering, but also because he broke. Oh, okay, okay. Damn. Oh. Oh. And Nurgle freed his... Well, Nurgle helped them. Quotation marks, helped. They are suffering every disease at once repeatedly. Oh, I can see why they went to Nurgle then. Mm-hmm. Or did Nurgle mess them all up? Oh, okay, wait, did Nurgle, like, torment them? Kinda? And then they were like, or then Mortarion was like, alright, I give up, eventually. Despite being a daemon, he hates his new form. Oh. Okay, maybe I should leave the questions for an actual Mortarion video.
Screaming as they propelled his blade into dazzling arcs. Sweat pooled around his burning skin, mingling with blood now. Not sure your first captain would agree.
Ooh.
That unleashed the flood. Mortarion roared back at him, his gossamer wings rearing up as his mighty arms flailed, furious and...
You take that name out of your mouth. How dare you diss him? I don't even know whomst exactly, but clearly that was a sore spot.
devastating. He crunched and bludgeoned the Khan out across the face of the landing stage, wreathing him with plumes of poison, smashing the metal of his gauntlets, cracking his flanks with the shaft of his ether-snarled staff before plunging the curved edge back round.
Typhus was his first captain who sold them out to Nurgle. Okay. Appropriate name, Typhus. Oh my god. Mortarion, the first captain, was the cause of his fall / torture by Nurgle, and now Mortarion can't get his revenge. So, it's a very sore point for him. And I can't went for it. Darn. That's so rude. See. So he sold him out to Nurgle and spread the plague that would torment him and infect his sons, making him break and accept Nurgle eventually. God damn. Honestly, I think 40k gets wordy with the fighting, so you kind of needed the SARS at times to know what's going on. Plus, I think Chris Wright wrote this, and he's very wordy. Also, my favorite writer, so I guess I'm biased for this writing. I mean, it's not that I hate it, but sometimes, like, just now he was like, it was apocalyptic, it was elemental. What does elemental mean in this sense? Like, his writing was elemental. What does that mean? What am I supposed to, like, imagine? Like, elements swirling around? Nurgle won't let Morty kill Typhus? No! Keep in mind he was also in the warp when it happened. Who knows how long time and years wise that was going in there. Oh, so he might have been suffering there for like forever, yeah. I see. Wait, Mortarion and Typhus both hate each other? Why does Typhus hate his ass? Like elemental fighting, he's so good, he's basically fighting like a Super Saiyan. Oh, okay. Like a force of nature, pure rage IMO. This is the first time I'm seeing it being used like that. But that's interesting. Okay. Typhus is the Death Guard's Erebus. Oh, question mark. I see, but I don't see. Naruhodo. He also trapped everyone in the warp, so even if he could withstand the disease, he was eventually stuck in non-reality. Because he rejected Nurgle's gift? Like, did Khan reject Nurgle's gift? Shouldn't he, like, take it? Earth thrown up, hurricanes of fire, water stirred into a tsunami as demigods tear each other apart as though starved dogs in a pit. Damn, alright. Damn. You're saying Mortarion was fighting like that? Oh, one moment. Let me also check and grab my blanket because it's kind of cold now. Or I'm cold. You can reject Nurgle, but it will hurt forever until you do accept it. Did he not accept it in the end? Remember that Demon Primarch are super demons that have super magic powers, so elemental strike is literally the force of the elements, not just the expression of strength of power. Yeah, but just the way it was being used, I was like, his strikes elemental. It didn't, to me, sound like he was using fire, for example, or like the wind was like swooshing or whatever when he did that. At least that's how I interpreted it. So I was like, then what does it mean? What does it mean? When someone says something's like elemental or he's transcending swordplay, it's more he's getting so good he's fighting past what anyone else in the room can conceive. Oh, okay. It was just insane. It was just crazy. Okay, I see. Sorry for yapping so much.
The heated wind, goading, crowing, delighting. And you ran. Mortarion spat. Always running too far away to matter. Principles unknown even to yourself. The scythe swung again, even heavier now. Unstoppably fast, critically heavy, driving over the Khan's desperate attempt to block it.
He's so edgy. Damn, Mortarion is so edgy. A lot of people hate Mortarion for his hypocrisy because he hated psychers and magic despite being one himself. Oh, he's one of them self-hating people, huh? Second anger of how dare you mock what I did for my loved ones coming from Mortarion. I mean, I get it. I get it. He went through a lot of shit, I guess. He did it to protect them. He did it to save them. Well, there is a part 2 where he actually starts insulting, apparently. Let me see. I'm grabbing the second video. Alright. I am looking forward to the shit talking. Mortarion was kind of shit talking him already. As well. They were both shit talking each other. Warhawk, part 2. Dun 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 dun.
He should have been dead. It should have been over a long time ago. With Jaghatai nothing more than a smear of torn skin and
Oh,
armor
God.
fragments on the floor. And yet, impossibly, he was still alive. Still fighting back. His arms must both have been broken. His fused ribcage cracked into ribbons. His sword notched and blunted. And still, he came back. Again and again. It was becoming almost painful to watch. The Primarch of the Fifth, on his knees again after being smashed halfway across the open landing stage, struggling to get back up. The blood trailing from every armor seal was so profuse that you wondered how much more of it there could still be inside him.
Oh man.
Entire sections of his ivory plate hung loosely on sinew-like straps, flapping as he staggered around. And through it all, he kept talking. He kept up the torrent of petty jibes and slights, even when Mortarion rained blows at his dented helm.
He would not
smacked him
stop.
deep into the broken-up rockcrete.
He just kept on talking, huh? Even when he was like half dying. He just wouldn't just.
The barbs kept on coming. Sometimes acid, sometimes brutal. Sometimes acid, sometimes brutal. Sometimes merely juvenile. Just take the damn mask off.
You stink.
I want to see your expression when I kill you. Your stench is worse than a Tulanor. It was putrefying then.
Okay.
And the one that cut deep. For all its obviousness. I should have taken on the Legion Master.
Oh.
I should have fought Typhon. It was childish. It was beneath them both. Mortarion was beyond anger then, and had progressed into a kind of contemptuous weariness. Greater things beckoned. This petty brawl should not have mattered. It should not have still been happening. Power still pulsed through his system like raw promethium. The warp still animated his every gesture. His armies still held their ground against a faltering White Scar's attack. But this was becoming infuriating now. A maddening bump in the road that would just not clear. So he swung back into the fight. 2 great strides, a gathering of momentum, and then a truly brutal backhand slash with silence that tore Jaghatai's helm clean from his head
You fractured this. Damn, they're really just fist fighting, huh? Like siblings. Well, some siblings. Moshi Moshi, you sell plushie. Moshi Moshi. I'm imagining it as a WWE match. I was just imagining it's essentially as like children like pushing each other, fighting, pulling hair, that type of stuff.
They were both roaring by then. Mortarion from frustrated fury. The Khan from undiluted agony. They had been reduced to this. Brawling across a derelict spaceport like a hive-world gangers. Gouging and tearing at the body before them. Trying to rip it apart with their own fingers. Scions of the Emperor. Masters of the galaxy.
Fist fighting now.
Panting hard. Feeling like his heart was fit to burst. Mortarion finally ceased the barrage. The first ache of exhaustion rippling up his arms. His vision shivered a little. Still something mortal in him, then, after all. Something that could know fatigue. He got up, painfully. Jaghatai still breathed. Somehow, amid the swamp of gore that had once been a proud visage, the air was still being sucked in, bubbling feebly amid floating flecks of bone. Mortarion limped over to his scythe, hauling it up again, making ready to end the grotesque spectacle. "I thought you'd dance," he said again, genuinely mystified. "You just took it. Did you lose your mind?"
Oh.
Jaghatai started to cough, sending
I didn't hear no bell, Stinky. Ain't no way. Oh my god.
So that was what they all believed. Not that he had done what needed to be done.
He gave up.
Not that he had sacrificed everything to make his legion invincible.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Even suffering the ignominy of using Gallus as his foil. Even condemning himself to the permanent soul anguish of demonhood, so that the change could never be undone by anyone. Not even his father.
Oh.
That he had been weak.
Oh.
The dam of his fury broke. He hefted silence, two-handed, angling the point towards the laughing Khan, no longer thinking of anything but sending its tip spearing through his enemy's chest. And so, He missed the Khan's suddenly tightening grip. The flicker of white steel, the rapid push from the deck, and upthrust of the masterful blade. The white tiger penetrated deep under the single segment of Mortarion's armor plate that the Khan had managed to dislodge, biting deep, sending a flare of pain straight up into his straining torso. Silence's strike missed its aim as he jerked clear from the blade. Mortarion reeled away, blood leaking from the deep wound. And then, to his incredulity, the Khan was clambering back to his feet, still bleeding, still damaged, but already coming towards him. Mortarion, suddenly doubting even the evidence of his senses, staggered back into contact, doing just what he had done before, charging straight in, trusting to his colossal strength, and only then realized how drained to the bone he was
Oh no,
by
it hit
what
him.
had gone before. And then, the Khan started to dance.
Oh,
Not with any beauty. That had been ripped from him. But still with that unearthly slipperiness, that mesmerizing power of appearing to be in one place, inviting the strike, only to be a hand's width away. Just enough to drop under your guard and slice a piece of you away. He could still do it. He still
Damn.
had something left. When we do this with our ships, the Khan growled, no longer laughing, now deadly serious. We call it Zao, the chisel. Mortarion swung his scythe clumsily and missed. The dowel blade struck him again, carving a deep rent along his trailing arm. The change was mesmerizing. The Khan was still on the edge of death, just one good impact away from annihilation. But he was moving again, faster and faster, as his Primarch's physiology did what it had been designed to do. Keep him alive. Keep his blade working. Keep him in the fight. Mortarion snarled, working his scythe harder again, feeling his fatigued muscles scream even as his mind reeled from the realization. He should have seen through it. He should never have allowed himself to be goaded. Their blades clashed again, snarling in an explosion of mingled warp detonations, and the two of them both reeled away from the blow, barely able to keep their feet. He was damaged. That had hurt him. And the Khan came back quicker, his smashed ankles somehow propelling him across the erupted ground
it's so
faster than
over.
Mortarion could react.
So
When the
over.
dowel clanged against the scythe again, the blood splattered freely. But it was no longer just Jaghatai's. Mortarion swiveled on his heel and smashed the Khan away. That sent the Primarch tumbling. But he came straight back again, lurching from his catastrophic injuries as if drunk, his devastated face etched with excruciation, but still fighting through the toll of fearful damage. It was as if some malevolent spirit animated him now, pushing his ravaged body onward until it achieved the absolution it needed. The sword spun faster, blurring across Mortarion's double vision, getting difficult to stop. The two of them traded earth-breaking blows, tearing more of their priceless battle plate from its plate, smashing files, rupturing cables, severing chain lengths. Their cloaks were ripped to shreds, their finery destroyed, their raw selves exposed in blood-mottled canvases of skin-stripped muscle. Their presentation scoured back to the primal truth, that they were savage weapons, the numbered blades of an unwilling god. Mortarion was still the greater of them. He was still the stronger,
But he's
the more
tired.
steeped in preternatural gifts. But now all that he felt was doubt, rocked by the remorseless fury of one who had never been anything more than flighty, self-regarding and unreliable. All Mortarion could see just then was one who wished to kill him, who would do anything, sacrifice anything, fight himself beyond physical limits, destroy his own body, his own heart, his own soul, just for the satisfaction of the oaths he had made in the void.
If you know what I did,
Mortarion cried out, fighting on now through that cold fog of indecision.
then you know the truth of it, brother. I can no longer die.
It was as if a signal had been given. The Khan's bloodied head lifted, the remnants of his long hair hanging in matted clumps. "Oh, I know that," he murmured, with the most perfect contempt he had ever mustered.
Oh.
"But I can." Then he leapt. His broken legs still propelled him. His fractured arms still bore his blade. His blood-filled lungs and perforated heart still gave him just enough power. And he swept in close. If he had been in the prime of condition, the move might have been hard to counter. But he was already little more than a corpse, held together by force of will. And so silence interposed itself, catching the Khan under his arm-stripped shoulder and impaling him deep.
Ooh.
But that didn't stop him.
He heard no
The
bell.
parry had been seen,
Mm-hmm.
planned for, and so he just kept coming, dragging himself up the length of the blade
Oh!
until the scythe jutted out of his ruptured back.
Oh
Then
no!
the white tiger was in tight against Mortarion's neck. For an instant, their two faces were right up against one another. Both cadaverous now, drained of blood, drained of life, existing only as masks unto pure vengeance. All their majesty was stripped away, scraped out across the utilitarian rockcrete, leaving just the desire, the violence, the brute mechanics of spite. It only took a split second. Mortarion's eyes went wide, realizing that he couldn't wrench his brother away in time. The Khan's narrowed, and that makes the difference. Jaghatai spat. He snapped his dagger across, severing Mortarion's neck cleanly in an explosion of black bile, before collapsing down into the warp explosion that turned the landing stage briefly into the brightest object on the planet, after the Emperor's tormented soul itself.
Whoa! Okay. Damn. Oh! Oh! That's crazy. Wait, is this like right before he went missing? Or was that later? Did Jaghatai go missing after this fight? Because it does sound like he is not doing so Gucci at the end. I think it was mid-heresy. Oh, okay. Yeah, missing in action later. Okay, so he got out of this safely. Alright. Even Big E said Mortarion was more of a victim than an enemy. This is tragic. It was during the Siege of Terra he went missing much later. Oh, that was post-heresy even. Oh, right. Yeah, after he went back to the planet, right? Oh, right. Because the Eldar were attacking, apparently. Okay, sorry, I remember now. But this almost sounded like a, I'm gonna kill you, even if it costs me my life kind of moment. That was crazy, though. Crazy. I think I understand why you guys call him a hater. You know? He just insulted his brother so hard that it threw him off. Crazy? I know. I know. I'm pretty sure Jaghatai did actually die, but he was revived somehow. He sounded not so Gucci because that scythe was like went all the way through him and all. But I guess Primarchs are built different, huh? They got that regeneration and all. That's why the Khan mentioned the fact that he can die makes a difference. Big E did something, no? Did he? That's crazy, but alright, he's badass. Jaghatai Khan is badass. I think the Emperor and Malkador were responsible for him being revived. So he might have died there. But then they picked him back up. I see. Alright, verdict on Jaghatai Khan. Very cool. Very cool. I like that he insulted people. To throw them off their game, essentially. I think he would be a pretty good esports player. A gamer, even. He would be a good gamer. He can just insult his opponents. You know? He's the one that would turn voice chat on and start saying shit. He would slay at Mario Kart. He would be good at League. Just like you. Hey, I would never turn on voice chat, okay? To be fair, 40k gives some pretty badass ends to a number of his characters. Sigismund, Rhiannon, Jaghatai Khan, and so on. Kind of funny because he and the White Scars had just about no lore until those books came out. Oh, really? Oh. I'm gonna assume he got lore, or they got lore later after that as well. After this, I mean. The Khan was raised on that Xbox Call of Duty open lobby chat. He was molded by the Xbox Call of Duty voice chat, alright? That prepared him for this moment. GW still hates it? No! Oh, that's unfortunate, because they sound really cool. Man. Speedrunner as well. Well, on the bikes, yeah. They gotta go fast. Wait, I guess that's another reason why you called him, guys. Why you called him Sonic. Yeah, potatoes. Because he gotta go fast. And doesn't Sonic also have a big mouth? If you're not an Ultramarine, Space Wolf, Dark Angel, or Blood Angel fan, you're starved for lore. Oh, that's very few legions. Khan, Vulcan, and Korvax are three loyal Primarchs that have very little interesting lore. Oh, man. Doubly so if you like Eldar, those fans the Eldar get nothing? Oh, even though they're so messed up? How dare they? How dare they? What? Oh, let me click something. So wait one moment. What Primarch would you look at in the future next? I'm not sure. So we've seen Sanguinius, Gilliman, and Jaghatai. I think it was only those three so far. What would be a cool one next? Well, I guess there's Mortarion. the wolf dude. Perturabo and Corvus? I am wondering about Perturabo, but mostly because I don't know shit about him. Do Lorgar or Fulgrim? Oh, I know a little bit of Fulgrim. He was a pride monster, basically. And purple. So Nesh, right? Slanesh Alliance? He's the one from that's the one Ragnar was like about, right? Bertie is cool, he's petulant, but he gets stuff done. Hard carried the entire heresy. Oh, okay. Damn, alright. Mortarion is a hypocrite that hated tyrants and wizards, despite being a wizard essentially himself. Another thing that I was thinking of was learning more. I think there was a more in-depth video about Horus Heresy somewhere, no? Or multiples even. I was thinking maybe that would be interesting too. Just to get a better idea of the timeline and shit. Or Alpharius. Dude, I also want to know more about Alpharius. I am Alpharius. We are Alpharius. Peter Turbo got a lot better post-heresy, but man, he's a hypocrite. I wouldn't know. Arbiter Ian does a heresy timeline video. It's pretty good. Oh, really? Alright. I will have to think about that. But you know what I also wanna get into? I wanna learn about Warhammer Fantasy too. Because I watched a couple Reggie videos where he was playing Total Warhammer. And I guess that's more Warhammer Fantasy, no? You watch that on stream. It seemed pretty interesting. And I wanna know more about the Skaven. So that's also on my list of things. 40k is the kind of setting that there's no correct way to enjoy it. You can just look up, watch whatever you want. That will get you some interesting points, and chat will be there to help if anything else. True. You guys will just help me. Feel like Curse is less of a child than Perty. They're all childish. If you'd like another angle on the Legions, General Bradley 101 has a what people get wrong about X in 40k. Oh, alright. Just really look at what you think is fun. Alright. I will. Okay. Let me see. It's already almost 12. Now we spend a lot more time on this than I was expecting. Let's see. Let me put some music back on so it's not too quiet. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. What if we yeet one Seth video in here? Because it's late. I'll kidnap you guys. Do you plan on looking into the Shovel Boys? I have never heard of the Shovel Boys. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, the Morrowind one is peak. If a bit old. Let me scroll through his stuff real quick. Think they mean Krieg? Krieg. Skaven and Fancy are great. Pancreas no work videos on Fancy are great. Yeah, I was if I'm going to learn about Warhammer Fantasy, I would watch another Pancreas video. I like his videos in general. Krieg is kind of overrated. It's pretty good, not at all at first. What the hell is a Krieg? Speaking of things people get wrong about 40k, Krieg don't actually use shovels. Who knew? This is the first time I'm hearing about Krieg. I just joined. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you. Thank you. My day is going pretty alright. I was feeling a little bit unwell. Still not feeling too great, but I'm holding on. I took some ibuprofen, so I'm functioning. So, and I have coffee. Death Corps of Krieg is a special guard regiment. Oh, okay. Imperial Guard that are not more willing to die to the Emperor than most. I thought most people were kind of willing to die for the Emperor. For the Emperor! You can take Ibu now. Technically I shouldn't, but I couldn't find the paracetamol and I didn't feel like finding it. So I'm like, oh, you know, one won't be that bad. Got some tea or hot cider. I got coffee. Coffee. One time probably won't hurt. Yeah, one is fine. Just shouldn't take it too often. Alright. Let's see. How about... Okay, you guys pick from this list. Morrowind review. Star Sector review. Endless Space 2 review. Or what would be funny too? Stalker? or Caves of... Okay, alright, wait, let me narrow it down. Star Sector. Kenshi or... Oh my god, he has a balloons video. Or Endless Space. Okay. Star Sector, Kenshi, Endless Space. I don't know much about Stalker myself. Or any of these, actually. I don't know anything about these. Star Sector or Endless Space. Thinking emoji. Can I vote Star Sector? Endless Space? How about we do... Okay, eeny, miny, mo. Okay, let's do Star Sector first. Stalker is just Eastern Europe but with mutants and anomalies. I'm always confusing Metro and Stalker with each other. But that's because I know a little bit about Metro because I saw my brother play it. Just teensy bit. So I keep thinking of that instead of whatever Stalker is supposed to be. Can't really go wrong. Star Sector is an interesting game, but Endless Space is funnier. Whew, I do like funny stuff though. I do like funny stuff. Okay, you convinced me. Endless Space it is. Well, a very simple creature. I better head off now. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. Okay. Let me do some audio checks. Alright, guys, let me know if it's too loud or not.
Hey people,
Beep, beep,
Seth
beep, beep.
here. Humanity. One day, we will inevitably...
That sounds pretty alright, volume-wise, no? Okay, wait. I am
reach the
talking
stars,
while he
and
is
one
talking
day, we
too.
will
Good volume? Alright. We're here for whatever you feel like watching anyway. Thank you. Thank you. I'm always worried about that, man. Maybe 1% lower? I can do that.
inevitably reach other
Testing,
intelligent,
testing.
sentient, yet utterly alien...
I think that's fine. Yes. Yes. No, you guys are right. Ta-da! Let me take a sippy. Sounds good, I think. All right, all right. I'm here to spread misinformation. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, there we go. Just make sure to check out Star Sector another time. Yeah, I'll do it next time. Okay, posture checking. All right. I need you guys to once again say hello to your fellow peers on YouTube. All right? Do it right now. Type hello or hi or hello or whatever greeting you want. Hello, Twitch. That's the wrong platform. That's the wrong platform. Runo, I can't. How dare you? How dare you? Anyway, hello YouTube. Today we are going to watch another Seth video. We'll be watching his Endless Space 2 review. I have literally never heard of this game, but I've been told this video is funny, so here we are. Do not listen to chat. You are safe here. Don't worry, don't worry. Blink twice if you're scared. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway, guys, let's go.
Hey people, Seth here. Humanity. One day we will inevitably reach the stars, and one day we will inevitably reach other intelligent, sentient, yet utterly alien races. We will take their many appendages, engage in trade, exchange ideas.
Oh wait, maybe I should turn off the subtitles actually. Oh wait, there's actual subtitles. Okay, sorry, I thought they were automated. I guess I'll keep them on. Oh, oops, never mind. Sorry.
And even attempt diplomacy.
But
we all know, inevitably, how this has to end.
Why? Oh! Oh!
Welcome to Endless Space 2. Endless Space 2 is a 4X game, which, if you're not familiar with, stands for the 4 X's: expand, explore, and exterminate all xenomorphs.
Is that an actual term people use? Like that? Yeah, at first I did think of like, I guess we'll all explode together. But I was like, nah. But we did actually explode all together, so damn. It's human nature, I guess. Gonna play this game as the Imperium, immediately declare war upon any alien races. No! His version is slightly different. Oh, okay. Alright.
Before they do the same to you. Probably, most likely. I played this turn-based...
Wait, no, he looked so sad. Wait, sorry.
Before they do the same to you. Probably,
Look at him! No, look at his face! No, he would never bump us. You see that? He's just kind of like... He's just kind of there, Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Oh, yeah. Dude just looks like me. Yeah. Just like Chance.
Most likely. I've played this turn-based sci-fi strategy intensely for the better part of a month, and before that, about 2 years, and I must confess, it's pretty damn good.
Oh.
Also, there is a story, and it is absolutely critical you understand the lore of this game. In the current job market, Endless Space historians are in extremely high demand, and boast starting salaries of about 300k. Most of the Fortune 500 companies hire at least 2 of them in order to understand what the fuck is going on.
I guess I'm in the wrong job industry. Wait, this looks cool though, this dude.
The story is told to you through wiki articles, the accuracy of which is questionable, because I've edited several articles and they still haven't caught me. In the universe of Endless Space 1 and 2, there is or was an incredibly advanced civilization called the Endless. What happened to the Endless? Well, there's less of them. The end. Roll credits. But no, they went to space and they developed technology. They revolutionized the galaxy by creating dust. Dust is used as money in Endless Space 2, which it isn't. It's an autonomous cloud computing network of nanomachines that get smarter as the cloud gets bigger. They're capable of self-assembly, self-autonomy, and farming crypto tokens at rates never before seen in the known galaxy. However, they developed a little too hard when they figured out how to upload your soul. So half of them went on to live as immortal machines running on the 5G network. These were known as the virtual endless. The other half, known as the concrete endless, considered them an abomination because it's hard to consider a sentient laptop as intelligent life. Even harder when you find out it's still running Windows Vista. Unable to reconcile their differences,
Where's he getting these videos from? Wait, where are these Asian men from? What? Okay. We are watching the wrong lore videos. I'm starting to question myself too.
The Endless decided to end each other. The Virtuals unleashed bioweapons on the Concrete. The Concrete sent malware to their mailbox, forcing them to run 3 billion instances of Bonzi Buddy. Needless to say, they wiped each other out. The Endless came to an end. But many centuries later, other races figured out space travel, picking apart the ashes and remains of a civilization long forgotten. In the galaxy of the Endless is where our story takes place. So, what do you do in Endless Space 2? Well, you pick a spacefaring civilization and you try to win. But what is victory? Victory can be anything. Money, technology, intergalactic conquest, or even weaponizing the influence of e-girl streamers to a...
Wait, they put Kusanai in there. Wait, I could get weaponized as well?
Absorb every sentient race in the galaxy, because, as we already know, a sentient brain is still capable of falling victim to becoming a sim. The path to victory is your own free choice. The game itself is very customizable, meaning there's no reason to pick any speed except fast, any galaxy besides ovoid, and if anyone dares pick a custom race, we are all going to collectively form a non-aggression pact and hunt you down. Starting off, you only have a single planet. Your home system is very modest, and you need to rapidly scale your operations if you hope to compete with the rest. To do
Wait, is this like an online game where you play against other people? Saloja, weapon of mass destruction confirmed. That's me. That's me.
So, you'll need to explore, expand, and colonize new systems. Exploration is very simple. You send an exploration vessel into the great unknown and watch as it dies to pirates. Before that happens, you'll want to find as many uncolonized systems as possible. On each planet, there's a chance of finding curiosities. These are the slow, pulsing rings you see on display. To explore a curiosity, you need to send a probe. It's quite similar to the probe minigame from Mass Effect 2. If successful, the game will let you know, together with a small reward for finding it before anyone else. These can be anything from strategic or luxury resources, planetary anomalies, or even the start of a random quest line. The point of curiosities is to try and guess which star systems are worth colonizing. In general, any system less than 3 planets is garbage. Any system with only cold planets is garbage. In fact, ask enough players and you'll find that every possible star system ever formed by the laws of physics is still garbage. Colonize them anyway, because I like the animation that plays each time you do so. There's actually an animation for every type of planet, which I didn't know, because who the fuck colonizes a gas giant as their first choice of planet? It's like, where are we dropping, boys? Oh yeah, on the burning gas giant. How are we meant to walk on a gas giant?
You don't.
Very carefully. Anyway, I'm losing track. You choose a star system, and you pick a more reasonable type of planet to be the base of your colony. Most factions can't settle a system immediately. They need to form an outpost, send colony support, and convince any other players contesting the system to cease their aggressive expansionism. You can do this through liberal policies, such as stealing their food supplies, or less liberal policies, also known as an interplanetary blockade, with the sole purpose of starving them.
You know that works too.
To death. Typically, this is how you greet other players.
Like
Otherwise, you blast their ships out of orbit, and you get sent a formal
look at that head! That man's head. How it get that big, or long, or tall, whatever you call it. Horatio insists that you stop attacking our fleets and systems. Sorry, Horatio, we're not gonna do that. See that cell you're starving us? I would never, I would never. He's perfect. He's built different. He terrifies me.
Complaint, to which you respond accordingly. Diplomacy is an interesting concept.
We do have other things to take care of. These
Okay.
are diplomatic channels, not social media.
This is Twitter, okay? You can tell me how to use it. Horatio is a faction made of clones of Horatio? Is he? Is that actually true?
Again?
Oh, Awooga! Wait, now that you mention it. Oh my god. Damn, girl.
Are you just lonely?
Yeah.
Because, unlike many games of a similar
Gandhi.
nature, diplomacy is a tangible resource. In fact, everything is a resource. If you want to condense down the Endless Space 2 experience, you're going to be spending hours of your life trying to increase the 5 colors: green, orange, yellow, blue, and purple. Respectively, these are food, industry, dust, science, and influence, or FIDSI for short. These are the
FIDSI.
combined economic outputs of your systems. At the beginning, you don't have very much. You can't do very much, so you need more, a lot more. You need food to grow population. Population contributes to the economy and gives you different bonuses depending on the race of that population. But a planet's base output is pathetic, so you need to build improvements. To do that, you need industry, more production. But you can't have industry without research, and you can't have research without science. Besides unique variations, every faction follows the same unified tech tree. Supporting larger industry requires dust, a lot of dust. And if you're planning to go to war, exponentially more dust. To even make the formal declaration that you're going to erase someone off the face of the galaxy, you need influence. It is the most precious resource and represents your combined political power. The bigger your influence, the bigger your sphere of influence. This game doesn't work on national borders. It works on raw intergalactic peer pressure. Have enough influence and you'll absorb everyone without even lifting a finger. Besides
Damn,
other
okay.
players, there are also minor factions.
Did you know the Nigerians govern a sector of space occupied by several different humanoid species?
If we say yes, will you feed us?
One of those
Yes.
species is the Benkarans. They occupy just 10% of Nigerian space, but take up nearly 80% of the space in Nigerian prisons.
Maybe they commit more crimes.
These are civilizations that are advanced, yet not advanced enough to avoid a simulation. These are very diverse and can be anything from sentient jellyfish, reformed assassin droids looking for God, or even moving chunks of coral reef remotely piloted by a sentient supercomputer the size of a planet, which in itself was formed by random chance. Minor factions exist to be absorbed by other players. Why? Because you get a free system out of it and a unique racial trait. Never underestimate these, because a single good trait can win you the game. There's also pirates.
It's okay. Everybody finds me irresistible.
Brother, ugh.
Pirates exist to occupy every system you ever like and reduce the overall quality of your time and space. Luckily, pirates are business oriented and will not trouble you as long as you pay. Also, I like putting pirate marks on all of my friends' colonies. Consider it an indirect way of saying maybe
Frick you.
you should move. Now you've got the basics down. What are you meant to do? You're meant to try and you're meant to fail. Endless Space 2 gives you freedom. Freedom to fuck up and suffer the consequences. The tech tree is subdivided into 4 distinct categories: military, economy, science, and empire. Develop your military and you get bigger guns, but you don't get the ships to mount them. You need to develop your empire for that. Then you need a military-industrial complex to facilitate the production of your armada, which forces you to tech economy, not only for developing your systems, but for supplying a constant stream of dust.
So far, you need to literally do everything. You need to get all of the resources. You need to develop everything in order to do all the other things. Man. Can we trade? Sure. Unless you're broke.
Because bankruptcy is not an option. For reference, one technology unlock is the difference between abject poverty and having the largest intergalactic trade company in
AliExpress. Special Prime. Oh no.
incorporated on your home system. Why stop there? Get access to the galactic commodities market as well, because it's a biological requirement for me to speculate the stock market in every game I play. Do all that and realize you neglected science, which is a problem, because every single research you ever research makes every following research more expensive to research. Endless Space 2 is a great galactic scale balancing act. Every action taken is counterbalanced by the opportunity cost of every action not taken. Here's an example. Let's say you found a nice system, but you can't colonize it because each type of planet requires the respective technology to touch ground on their surface. You might spend a bunch of turns teching towards that. As a result, you get a new system. However, your lack of tech leaves you oblivious to the contents. You later find out that ideal Mediterranean planet you picked is filled with dinosaurs. The water is made of mercury, and the atmosphere gives you cancer. If you pump everything into science and exploration, you would have found a much better system nearby. Because you explored the curiosities, you know there's plenty of strategic deposits without the risk of melanoma. Even the worst colony has great potential. Given a development plan, systems can compensate for deficiency using luxury. Low birth rate, spike the water with red sang. No production, use Jadonics. Do people still keep using the term war criminal in your presence? Despite the fact you've clarified multiple times that enemy civilians are indeed active combatants, bring out the hallucinogenic grapes. Given time, any problem can be solved.
Given time and money. Given time and money. Once again, the rich, guys. Once again, the rich. All right, well.
Given money, any problem can be solved instantaneously. I don't know exactly how we're going to terraform a planet in a single turn, but I know the next time I look, there better be a fucking jungle instead. There's a lot of ships in this game, unique to each faction. They're all fully customizable, limited only by the type and number of modules available. Primarily, you're going to use them to intimidate your enemies into submission and to intimidate your friends into working a little harder on their friendship. Your only control over combat is the loadout, formation, and tactics used by your military. The rest is a simulation played out by the computer, where each time a ship explodes, you know the cinematic at the end of Diablo 2 where Tyrael throws his sword at the World Stone and it explodes into a billion chunks of wood? Yeah, that's exactly how every ship explodes in this game. Combat is very simple. There's different weapons, which have different accuracies depending on the range of engagement. Flat cannons shred anything up close, including long-range ballistic missiles, but they bounce off armor. Lasers cut ships in half at mid-range, while beam weaponry works at every range. Unless they have shields, you can absolutely get away with filling every slot with a flat cannon, choosing the default tactics card, and still win every fight. Besides interplanetary combat, you can also directly invade. This works on the same principle, which means I'm still going to use the default tactics card, which just so happens to be preemptive orbital bombardment. Many civilians will die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Your chance of success depends entirely on whether or not you have replaced your troops with a mobile suit Gundam. If you conquer a system, you can choose to either spare the population or take a massive hit to your public approval rating by re-educating and reintegrating
That's what he's gonna pick. I can feel it. I can feel it.
the native population into the fucking soil, which is a good time and segue to talk about
Sponsor.
politics. In Endless Space 2, you have
I was so sure there was gonna be a sponsor. Damn. That felt like a good segue.
government, you have Senate, and you have an obligation to represent your people, which is why we have a dictatorship. Power to the masses is power to the upper classes, and any proletariat will see the wisdom of my words. Politics is all-encompassing in Endless Space 2. Any action you take, endorse, or sponsor will shift the political axis of your entire empire. As with real life, the opinions of your people are difficult to manage, their motivations difficult to guess. There's a total of 6 different party ideologies you can choose to support, each two a pair of polar opposites: religious and scientific, militarist and pacifist, ecological and industrial. On top of that, you've got your government. This controls your party representation and how much corruption you can get away with. Democracy has the widest free party representation. It is also the most corrupt, because I have no control over my elections. Republics and federations are generally more progressive, offering less representation and more opportunities to correct the result of any rigged election. Dictatorship completely removes the need for underhanded tactics and ensures that all voices are heard and represented by the single party I choose. Every political party holding office has representatives. These are not your average man. These are heroes recruited from the academy. But what is the academy? You know how I said dust is currency and dust is essentially a cloud computing nanite swarm? Now, Imagine smoking it, because the Academy does exactly that. You're hiring nanite-augmented crackheads to rule your empire. These are very diverse in both race and specialization. They each have their own unique and interesting backstory.
Oh, what was that? Wait, what's
Race
that?
and specialization. They each...
Oh, okay, I did not mean to pause on the woman. I did not, I was like, oh, is this a jellyfish? No. I did not mean to do that. Okay, I'm sorry. But she is pretty.
have their own unique...
Wait, no, next one.
And interesting back...
This one! I wanted to look at this. Shut up! It was an accident. It was an accident. I wanted to look at this thing. Look, what is this little goober? I want it.
Story. Except Scales. Scales is literally a giant bat that likes to eat zucchini. How is she qualified in any way to be my senator? I don't know. But the people love her. And who am I to say no to that smile? So, what's the point of political parties? I'll tell you. It's called legislation. And legislation controls the focus of your empire. You can pass laws respective to each party you have in office. The leading political party also enacts their own automatic policy. Scientists let you research high-tech without unlocking it. Religion gives you the moral high ground to escalate a Cold War without legal consequence. Industrialism uses the economy to finance the economy by expanding the economy. How could ecology possibly compete? Well, by giving the public announcement that we don't exactly know how to live on a volcano. So
that's okay.
Let's do it anyway. Militarist rhetoric not only removes the political cost of war, it actively encourages you to go to war with absolutely everyone. And finally, the pacifists can, at any time, without your consent, force you into a state of peace. Passing law costs influence, depending on the size of your empire. The longer a party stays in power, the more laws you have to choose from. For example, state-enforced eugenics and mandatory sterilization of other races who aren't your own is a relatively simple law to pass with minimal political experience. Asking everyone to work overtime requires a level of finesse and eloquence only seen in the most Machiavellian of politicians. Unlike many 4X games, Endless Space 2 has quests. Most of these are faction-specific story missions with branching political options to suit your empire. They're quite interesting, they give you something to do, and most of all, they give you permanent upgrades for the rest of the game. You also have multiplayer. How do you play multiplayer? It's quite simple. You all connect to a game, you play for about 50 turns, you forget to make backups of your game, and then everyone collectively desynchronizes. Welcome to Endless Space 2 multiplayer. With all that covered, you've got a general idea of how to play Endless Space 2. Now, let's get to the fun stuff. The factions. There are currently 12 different races to choose. I'm gonna cover them all. The Sophons are...
I'm sorry, I just wanted to say, but this game is so in-depth. There's so much. There's so much. Potato gardening is hard work. I agree.
A race of intellectuals. Despite this, they talk in a British accent. They're overdeveloped geckos that love science and hate personal health and safety. The less people know a technology, the faster Sophons can obtain it. If you want a fairly vanilla faction with an easy science victory, go play the Sophonidy. Conversely...
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
We have a Lumeris, whose entire ethos, motivation, and philosophy can be crystallized in one word: money. For the Lumeris, no problem is too great, as long as you throw piles of money at it. They also have my favorite faction leader.
It's a lady.
Baby. The lifeblood of this and any other galaxy.
Who is probably responsible for every single trade cartel in the known galaxy, and arguably runs more of an economic crime syndicate than a legitimate empire. But I don't care, because Big Titty Fish Mommy is going to buy the galaxy, and I'm gonna help her. If you like making obscene amounts of cash, amphibious mommy milkers, or just winning the game by accident, play Lumeris. Imagine rampant over-industrialization and the fractured ecosystem that follows. Given such dire conditions, what do you think is the most reasonable course of action? You can A. Put all your resources into ecological initiatives and repair the sorry state of your planet, or B. Digitize yourself and become a gaming laptop. The Vodiani chose the second option.
They ran away. They ran away, basically. So where's our salary to help you in this cell Dictatorship? I would never have a dictatorship, okay?
Even better, they made a church out of it. Belief is strength, worship is endless,
Belief
and
in the
heretics are nothing but
computer.
essence for the harvest. Unlike other races, the Vodyani don't colonize. They travel, they land, and then they harvest. Then we have Horatio.
Come to pry on the most stunning man in the galaxy again?
Originally a wealthy trillionaire, Horatio set out to find his own star system. Along the way, he also found extremely advanced cloning technology, so he made a billion copies of the most beautiful and gorgeous person to ever exist, which was of course Horatio. And then Horatio thought to himself, what better than to fill the galaxy with beauty? What better than to fill the galaxy with Horatio? Horatio is concerned with pressing matters such as air conditioning. His government, accordingly, is an eco-fascist dictatorship.
Make Horatio great again.
Of course, there are other, less fortunate races than Horatio, but Horatio is not only handsome, he is also brilliant,
I hate
and
him.
thus he finds ways to integrate minority populations by splicing their genetics.
He's turning everyone into Horatio? He's unhinged. He's unhinged.
With Horatio, yes, many of your less symmetrical friends and family may simply disappear, but know that their memory will live on inside Horatio. Horatio is a classic case of careful who you call ugly in high school, because he just might use the entire galaxy as a glorified eugenics program. The United Empire can be summarized in a single clip.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
The United Empire is an imperialist, expansionist federation where the will of the emperor is absolute. Any construction, any technology, any luxury he so desires, the empire provides. For the emperor does not ask, he commands, and the raw influence of his voice can make the impossible into reality. If you want to play not only the most industrious faction, but also the one that generates the most influence just by being industrious, try the United Empire. Propaganda, patriotism, and the greatest of military-industrial complexes await you. Enlist today, service guarantees citizenship. So far, everyone I covered at least have the option of diplomacy. But what if that's just not in your nature?
What do you sound like when you scream?
Okay.
The Cravers are fucking terrifying. As a leftover bioweapon made by the Virtual Endless, they only have one purpose.
Destroy?
Consume everything. Any planet with Cravers on it has a fixed life expectancy, because the Cravers will rip it, strip it, and tear it apart. And then...
Tyranids! They're Tyranids! They're eating everything.
They move on. There is no long-term plan. There is no sustainability. There is no choice but to consume you as well.
We are coming.
Trees. Do you know how fast a tree moves? Not very fast. The Unfallen are a race of trees. They speak with a Scottish accent.
Why do you pester the heart with your petty needs?
Much like the Scottish, trees are rooted to the ground. They don't do much, and their only way of winning the game is to ask you politely, do you know how they colonize other planets? They need to slowly, delicately, without interruption, entwine them with celestial vines and hope or pray that they didn't start next to Cravers. If you enjoy pressing and turn and being a vegetable, you'll enjoy playing the Unfallen. Imagine being an ostrich. Now, imagine evolving to the point where you're used as arena blood sports for the entertainment of an advanced, decadent civilization. Then, that civilization gets wiped out. You get your freedom and form a tribalistic society of samurai ostriches. Then, you accidentally stab your katana through a giant ship, and suddenly, you're a major faction. The Hisho were added with the Supremacy DLC, together with the main source of tears and salt on the Endless Space 2 forums, Behemoths. Behemoths are multi-purpose capital class ships. They can support the bureaucracy, plutocracy, democracy or theocracy, accelerate genocide, accommodate homicide, extract resources in a remote situation, and even terraform planets for improved habitation. They can do anything. That's why they're insanely expensive and you get very few of them. But that's not why people got upset. They got upset because the Behemoth is a precursor to something a little more concerning. A planet killer is morally dubious, leaves millions of grieving survivors, and generally causes public unrest. A system killer accelerates a megaton nuclear payload directly at the sun, causing it to expand into a red supergiant as the core collapses and begins to fuse hydrogen. In a single nanosecond, all life in that solar system is gonna need some SPF 70 sunscreen. The Obliterator is a system killer which is made by upgrading a Behemoth, and prior to many updates and patches, had no effect on public relations.
So you could just explode things with no repercussion? Was it not like insanely difficult to get to that point or something like that, or insanely expensive? Because otherwise that does sound very overpowered.
I found this incredibly entertaining. Because the missile actually has to travel to its destination, it often took several turns for enemy players to see the ball of light quickly approaching their home system.
And then it's too
At this
late.
point, you will notice something. The chat functionality, inside which you will see a stream of colorful messages
my God.
calling you a number of racial slurs, after which the player will mysteriously disconnect and add you as a friend on Steam. Even after numerous nerfs, the Hisho stand tall. For the Hisho, combat isn't just about winning, it's about honor, which they call
Honor.
Kai because they're a race of weeaboo samurai chickens.
Honor, so you just pump them. Not even facing them head on.
The more honorable your actions, the more Kai you generate, the more obedient your empire. And if it ever falls too low, just remember, Aztec blood sacrifices are a great way of gaining popularity. Vaulters are the DLC race designed to completely invalidate the Sophons, because for Vaulters, location is no issue. We've got portals for that. Disconnected system with no clear star lane? Even better. The typical Vaulter player will usually fuck off to the four corners of a galaxy and quietly win a science victory before we can even find them. Also, their mothership, the Argosy, can be used as a two-way portal. I very much enjoy parking outside an enemy system, warping in my Obliterator, and cooking.
Oh wait, they're not faction specific, the Obliterator thing, Majin. Oh, I thought that was just a weep thing, but I guess not.
them instantaneously. The Riftborn are Tetris blocks from another universe, which is currently overrun with super aids. In a last act of desperation, the Riftborn entered our universe. To them, it's a dystopian reality filled with all manner of squirming, wriggling creatures that piss and shit everywhere. From their perspective, they just took a one-way ticket to hell. However, they don't judge. They just want to survive. Unlike us, Riftborn aren't born. They're made in the construction queue. Otherwise, they work a lot like us, except in reverse. Terrestrial planet, I sleep. 1,000-degree lava planet with no trace of life, real shit. Colonize immediately. Hey, it's a race of abstract geometric polygons. Give them a break. Luckily, they can also break reality by compressing or dilating the flow of time. And if you've ever been to a college fraternity, you'll have no problem pronouncing their names. The second last DLC, Penumbra, introduced a controversial mechanic: hacking. It's a nice way to grab intel, sabotage enemy systems, and of course, accidentally turn a Craver government into a pacifist dictatorship. With that, they also added the Umbral Choir. The Umbral Choir is an immaterial, intergalactic wraith with good intentions. Like a ghost in the machine, the Umbral Choir spreads by hacking absolutely everything. Every transmission is tapped, every system is compromised, and we have no trace of who did it, because the Umbral Choir doesn't want to be found. How do you fight something you can't see? How do you stop something that's already inside the wire? And if it's already inside the wire, then how do you know it isn't inside you already? Honestly, they're extremely fun to play, especially when your friends mouse over a system and ask why half of their GDP keeps disappearing into the Craver Pension Fund. Finally, it's a good time to talk about the last DLC, Awakening, which adds Vanakalim, a fairly interesting religious faction that I personally enjoyed, but also adds the Academy as a separate AI-controlled faction. Now, let me tell you why that's a problem, because the leader of the Academy, bear with me, I don't know how to pronounce his name, because Isandir takes territory which he doesn't need away from players. He can also enter your territory, destroy your fleets, and siege your planets. But Lord forbid you manage to sink one of Isandir's ships, which, by the way, are stronger than any other faction. That's an act of aggression, and he's going to ask you to pay reparations. Small side note, if you're getting harassed and abused by Isandir and you want him to stop, you can't. Until you discover the location of the Academy, you can't even do diplomacy. Now, let's say you forgive all that. You're open-minded, and you're wondering, what's the point of a new Academy?
I'm once again asking for your financial support.
Every 10 turns, Isandir will ask for your most generous financial contribution to the Academy. The highest contributions will get their preferred position within the Academy. After another 10 turns,
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Also, he's been expertly programmed to forget any positive relations you had before, which may surprise you, since he'll go back to neutral and start attacking you. Better pay up, because
That sounds so annoying to deal with. What the hell? I see why the DLC's hated. I completely understand why people don't like that. That sounds like a pain to deal with every 10 turns. Just let me be in peace, bro.
you can't contribute to the Academy until you've paid reparations. If you try to take his home system, he'll demand you give it back and pay reparations. Who the fuck made this shit? Oh, right. It's not even the same studio. They outsourced this.
And I say kill them all! Yeah!
All the other DLC up until Penumbra, fantastic. Love it. Awakening is about $13 you can spend to make the game worse. It's such garbage that even if I got it for free, I'd still ask for a refund. We could talk hours about strategy, metagame, and the eternal question we always return to. Is Endless Space 2 balanced? No, it is not. There are many mods to try and fix this, but ultimately, part of what makes this game so interesting is the element of randomness, forcing you to adapt and overcome the circumstances to the best of your ability. There's many players out there who will constantly demand you remake the game, citing that they don't have an optimal 5-planet system adjacent to them and can't possibly compete. If you don't, they disconnect. The equivalent of this is being born on planet Earth to a middle-class family and immediately committing suicide to try and re-roll for better RNG. Because if I can't be born as the son of a wealthy Middle Eastern sheikh, I may as well not be born. Endless Space 2 is a wonderfully designed and beautifully made game with such a level of pace and intrigue that I actually bought a legal copy. I've played it for 2 years and I still keep coming back. It satisfies every tick box I ever wanted for a civilization game in space. It's enjoyable and relaxing both in single player and in multiplayer. You're probably going to desynchronize before anyone actually gets angry. I like the music and I enjoy amphibious mommy milkers. I give Endless Space 2 an extremely high score. I am also issuing a public fatwa against anyone responsible for the Awakening DLC. This time there's no discount because my inside man had a talk with Sega. Their formal response: fuck off. So I recommend waiting for a sale, buying on discount, or using other legal methods of purchase that I am not yet aware of. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. I'm sorry for all the delays. Streaming really put me back. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Take care and have a good one.
Thank you, Seth. Okay, let me now check if there's something at the end. Because apparently some videos have an after credits scene, which I did not know.
I was thinking about Seth.
Oh wait, I just missed it. Okay, wait, here?
I was thinking about Seth's goddamn, his stupid sissy monkey hypnosis the other day.
What? What? I don't. I'm confused, but okay. Alright. This game sounds kind of complicated to play, I'm not gonna lie. Interesting ending. It sounds cool though. But I'm not quite sure if that's the type of game I would enjoy. It sounds also like long. Is this the type of game that would take like forever to finish one match of? But the video itself was very fun though. Very funny. Classic Seth ending. Thank you, Seth. Thank you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my stay. That is a very complex strategy game. Yeah, I've never really played games like that, so I would assume the learning curve is pretty high. I've never played like Civ either, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Each match is no less than 10 hours? Oh, damn. I can't imagine like being stuck at the same game for 10 hours if you're doing it multiplayer or whatever. 8 hours stream. Bro, I will perish. I will perish. I'm not sure if I could like be entertained for that long in a game like this. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Wait, let me quickly go here. One moment. Ba-bang. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. What kind of games do you like to play? I play a bit of everything, really. Lately, I have been kinda wondering, what the hell am I supposed to play now or stream? And recently, a couple days ago, I thought to myself, well, maybe I should play some games that I kind of missed out on. And I missed out on a lot of games. I asked my chat, like, maybe do you guys think I should play like Fallout? And they were like, yes, Sel, you should play Fallout, the good one. I think that is New Vegas. New Vegas? Vegas? Well, whatever. You guys know what I mean, probably. I've never played that. So maybe I will do that. Mayhaps. Also, last week I tried playing Outer Wilds, got very confused and put it down. But I will go back and try it again. So really, I'm just playing a bunch of random ass games. But I guess like in the past I streamed Monster Hunter, Warframe. Played a little bit of Emerald on stream. Gacha games, you know. Everything, variety in it. Warframe is pretty good. Warframe is pretty chill. There's a new update coming at the end of this month, I believe. I'm looking forward to that because they're introducing a pretty cool new Warframe. They've died down a bit for streaming right now, though. Oh, it's okay. At this point, I'm like, whatever. The randomizer? I am the randomizer. Shadowgrapher? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. 25th. Okay. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Because that means I will probably try to like play some more Warframe. Because I haven't played it in a while. I picked up Outer Wilds because of your stream. Really? Oh, that's crazy. I was so confused. And I still am confused. But I got told like, Sel, maybe you should like actually look at the space log or ship log. I did not know that was a thing. But that should help. No spoilers, but I think that will help me a little bit. Been months feels like it has been months. Was it because I'm like, I don't know what to do on Warframe? Well, I guess I can just like farm as always, but I don't know, I was a little tired of it. As someone with 3k hours in the game, I'm a little biased. What is your favorite Warframe? Do you know what my favorite Warframe is? It is the one and only Grendel. I made my Grendel pink, so he looks like Kirby. And he eats everything, because Kirby. Croa Prime is my favorite. Ooh, the dragon! Good choice. There isn't anything to do really other than farming. I know. Or like, I don't know. Like a fun game mode would be cool to have. I don't know. You just need to be patient and check the logs with Outer Wilds. Yeah. I am starting to get that now because I was like, oh, I don't know. Can I even do anything here? The answer is probably not right now, Sal. Probably not right now. So don't worry about it, I guess. But I'll check the ship log. Don't spoiler. Don't spoiler. Because I've been told it's very easy to get spoiled. Could go curio hunting. That is a hell into itself. I still want to like go collect all the floofs. Because I started on that. But I haven't finished actually. Love my Dragon Boy. We like the Dragon Boy. What about fighting games? Oh, I'm so bad at fighting games. Like, I'm terrible. I have a hard time doing like the inputs correctly. You know, like half circle things. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to do that? How the hell am I supposed to do that? And there's a lot of buttons to remember, or like combos. Valorant, I am so bad at shooting, man. But I have played like Grand Blue Fantasy, whatever the fighting game was, again on stream before. It was kind of fun playing against chat and beating them. Well, most of them anyway. There were like 2 people that I couldn't beat, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Horror games, I am a coward. I'm a coward, but someone has been yelling at me to play the new Resident Evil game. I might try it at some point. But I'm not sure about that, honestly. I'm not sure. I'm really bad. Sorry, we're super fake on that start, but it's hard work while you get started. Yeah. I just didn't really know what type of game I was getting into, and I guess now with a little bit more context, it's like, Sal, you're supposed to be this confused, and Sal, you're supposed to not know what the fuck you're doing. And Sal, if you want some guidance, you need to check the ship log, because all the info goes in there. Which, once again, I didn't really know. Grand Blue sometimes it is fun. I would say that's Cell versus Resident Evil 9. I will literally scream because I am not good with horror. I am not good with horror. There's times where I literally just take one step, pause. One step, pause. One step, pause. Because I'm terrified. I think nowadays I'm slightly better, but still it's an experience. I've never played a Resident Evil game. Closest I got was Devil May Cry. But Devil May Cry isn't scary, right? What about a fun game like Sly Cooper or Legend of Zelda? Dude, I love Zelda. But I haven't played any Zelda games in like forever. I think the last one I played was like Twilight Princess. And I didn't play like Skyward Sword. Oh wait, no, I tried Breath of the Wild. I didn't get that far though, because it's like very different from older Zelda games. But my favorite is Wind Waker. But Leon, I know. Return of the Obra Dinn is a detective-style game on a 1700 merchant ship. I've never heard of that. That's the first time I'm seeing that name. It's not, but it was initially made as a spin-off to Resident Evil. Wait, really? It was a Resident Evil spin-off? Before it got its own personality mid-development. Oh. Oh. Cat Quest. I will go now, extremely EP. Good night, Kicker. Thank you for being here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, it was fun though. Yeah, I watched some interesting stuff today. I wanted to watch more, honestly, but it's a little late and I'm still a little unwell. Unfortunately. But you know what? I think I have an idea of what to watch next time. On stream. On YouTube, that is. So it's all good. It's all Gucci. And what about Slay the Princess? I played Slay the Princess. I loved it. It was so good. There's even umbrella outfits in the first game. Oh, okay. Damn, I see what they're doing. Get some rest if you're feeling unwell. Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah. with that, I think we should wrap it up so I can go lay down. But I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. I had a good time. I hope you guys had fun too. If not, I'm sorry. I will do my best. Better next time. Let's see. What else do I want to say? Oh, right. We have a Discord server for anyone that is interested in that type of stuff. Let me see. Where's the link? If people want to join, I will just send this in here just in case. Just in case. Sorry, I have the thing turned off. What else? Oh fuck, I almost invited someone to my server. Holy shit. Wait, I almost mispressed. Oh god, that would have been horrific if I invited a friend to my server. Good thing that didn't happen. Aside from that, we are also on Twitch, or I am also on Twitch, where I stream games and all. I will stream tomorrow even. But if you wanna chill with us, go yap with us there. All the good stuff, basically. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it a lot. You guys are very nice. You guys are very cool. You guys are very ooh, as one might say. Thank you all for being here. I will go to bed. I hope you guys also get some rest and all that stuff, okay? Okay. With that, I will say night-night, goodbye, adieu, sayonara, etc., etc. See you next week. See you guys next week. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye back. Bye-bye. 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 Say bye back right now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.